Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Just remember,
we them boys. Remember that. We them boys. Remember.
we them boys, remember that, and we are here watching Thursday Night Football, and we're going to try and get through this together. What's up, Ruben Walls? How are you doing? Angelica Barron. What's up, Angelica? Game Time Brian. What's up? Mike Alda. How are you doing? Richie MC, our resident Eagle fan, who wants to know, is your team 8-0 like mine is? Okay. Richie about to be 9-0. I don't know. Chase Young might be out there. You know, Chase Young might be there. Slimmer down there, Twits. Ooh, okay. Crazy Corvette. What's up, Crazy Corvette? Thomas Garrett, how are we doing? We have the Atlanta Falcons with the ball starting out on the 17-yard line with the ball first. And this is, well, Atlanta Falcons are second place in their division. Surprise, surprise. Carolina, who has, I would say, a quarterback controversy. It's more of a quarterback conundrum. P.J. Walker had 2 completions and 3 interceptions in the first half. They brought out Baker Mayfield, and he had, I think, 3 TD passes. But it's just not a good situation any which way around for the Carolina Panthers. It's not what they thought they were going to be getting when they traded for Sam Darnold, and then, of course, it's not what they thought when they got Baker Mayfield. Angelica Barron, what's up, Angelica? How are you doing? DT, Brian Joseph, what's going on? And here we go, 3rd and 7 already, just like that. Didn't take long right there, did it? Yeah, this is going to be one of those ugly-ass games. I mean, ugly ass. And nobody wants an ugly ass. Nobody wants an ugly ass. But sadly, we all get old, and I've got an ugly old ass. Paula Bettis, what's up, Paula? How are you doing? Paula, I think you sent a message on the Thrive site about T-shirts, I believe. My wife was going through the Thrive site as we were going down the country this weekend, and what kind of shirt are you looking for? Daniel, what's up, Daniel? How are you doing? I am living the dream. Well, I would say living the dream. This is more like a nightmare watching Thursday Night Football, but, you know, we got to do it. We just got to do it. There, oh, my goodness, there he is. There is Game Time. What's up, Game Time? How are you doing tonight?
Mark Holmes, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm just trying to stay awake. It's been a long couple of days down the country and stuff, and I'm hoping that this isn't going to be a snooze fest. But
the weather don't look very good either. So
yeah, and well, neither do the teams. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Yeah, living life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how is everything? Nothing exciting here, man. I will tell you, it's always something going on, but nothing. These people want to hear about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just the same old thing. Working down in Waynesboro, trying to get stuff done, and get my behind back here tonight so we can see Amazon Prime Football. You know, I couldn't miss this to save my life here. Yeah, I got to make sure I see. You know,
I think you just want to be home just to sleep in your own bed.
Well, there's that too. There is that too, because I do like sleeping in my own bed. That is the truth. But, you know, actually getting back home, getting ready for the weekend and stuff, I am still stuck, and maybe I need to do this as a poll because I can't figure out what kind of big sub to do this weekend. I mean, Green Bay's known for cheese curds. They do have the pastrami Reuben, but pastrami, one of the spices in pastrami, actually, I'm allergic to. It just kind of bothers me. It gets, ugh.
Yeah.
So I don't do pastrami too much.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's something with cheese.
They also are known for fish fries, but it's not like, catfish or anything like that. It's like salmon or something like that.
No, do a poll or something. Let's see what they want to eat.
Yeah, I need to know because, we got to do the big sub.
Yeah, you got to do the sub.
All right. Okay. Start a poll. I was thinking, do I just do a big grilled cheese sub?
I know that's a lot. just to put cheese on it. I know it's a little boring, but you got to come up with something good and make it special. This is going to be ugly. Fourth down. Who we got in there? You got Mike Aldana. What's up, Mike? Randy Wilson, Angelica, Ruben Walls. I know I saw Jim Laws in here.
Ruben, let's see.
Thomas Garrett is in the house. What's up, Thomas?
Let's see.
Rhonda Lovely. Bad Monkey. OBJ signs 4-year, $100 million guaranteed. Yeah, that's not happening, Bad Monkey. Don't expect nothing to happen until he takes a physical. He's going to have to take a physical.
Okay.
And go
Trucker's Life. What's up, Trucker's Life? What's going on, man? I'm glad you're still here. I know you're a busy, busy man. There's Help me, Rhonda. What's up, Rhonda? How are you doing tonight? And, of course, Joanne Gonzalez. Okay, so how are you feeling about the Love Fest with the bandwagon that Odell Beckham Jr. has and the welcome wagon that the Dallas Cowboys are putting out for him?
Listen, it would be great to have him here, if nothing else, for the playoffs. I was looking at his stats. He only averaged like 40. Here's the deal: it
wasn't a lot.
Like when he signed with the Rams, he only had 300 and some receiving yards. I believe it was 5 games, but he had 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So without him in the playoffs, they don't go to the Super Bowl. They just don't. He's a playmaker. He gets open. He's not speedy, but he's quick.
Did you just say we don't get to the Super Bowl without him? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, they don't get to the Super Bowl without OBJ. I'm talking about the Rams last year.
Oh, the Rams. Oh, I thought you meant for us. I thought you said
no. I'm not going to go that far. Listen, I feel I can't. I expected the Eagles to be better record-wise. I didn't expect them to be where they're at, obviously. I think it's a product of them playing good. And obviously the league, there's a lot of bad teams out there, and their schedule's been good. Give them credit. But I like where we're at. I don't think anybody's going to want to play us. All things being equal.
Let's see how we come off the bye week. Bye weeks weren't always kind for Jason Garrett and crew, and I hope that we come through and we take care of business. We have a wounded animal in Green Bay. They are beat the hell up. They are, basically the locker room is beginning to divide between Aaron Rodgers throwing all the young guys under the bus, the coaching staff, and now all of a sudden he's sitting there talking about, as more time passes, how much he values the relationship that he had with Mike McCarthy. It's like, now are you realizing that the grass wasn't greener on the other side, and maybe Mike McCarthy wasn't as bad as you thought?
I like Mike McCarthy. I'm fine with it. I mean, and they're going to be playing with some emotion. I think they're going to try and win for him. So I like it, man. The bye came at a perfect time. The beat. Listen, Green Bay's going to come out strong, but Dallas is going to have no problem winning the game.
Now, here, Patrick, here's the problem with a bratwurst sub. Isn't that kind of like a glizzy?
Jojo, what's up?
That would be, nobody would eat a glizzy on camera. Nobody's going to eat a bratwurst. That's even bigger. Come on.
The Reaper, the Eagles schedule is super easy. Yeah, we talked about that. Listen, you only play who's on your schedule.
Okay.
They're winning when they have to. Ugly at times, but they're a good team. I wouldn't take away from the Eagles, but I like where we're at. I really do.
All right, I'm gonna piss off Eagle fans right now, if you don't mind.
Let me guess. You're gonna talk about Jimmy Johnson?
No. I can,
yeah.
But we can throw that. But no, I'm gonna ask a real question because do we think that Jalen Hurts is kind of the running quarterback? Is he a running quarterback?
Yes,
Okay, let me ask you this:
I think.
how have running quarterbacks done in the Super Bowl era?
Um, not normally well.
Mm-hmm. Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. What's up, Rhonda? Now, Crazy Corvette says he thinks that I've become an Odell Beckham Jr. fan. Well, for me, let me clarify this because I was actually looking about buying some crow meat to see if you can actually buy some like on Amazon or something in case I have to eat crow because, I've said a lot of things about Odell Beckham and stuff and how I don't want him on the team and things. And I also think back to how I didn't really want T.O. on the team because I thought T.O. was kind of a prima donna and never really bought into whole T.O. I could recognize the talent he had, but I just kept thinking, this is a guy that's very divisive. And here we go with Carolina with the big
There
pass
you go.
play.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. Okay. So right now, P.J. Walker, last week I think he had 2 completions and 3 interceptions. That right there is better than what he did last week. Crow meat. Yeah, I was thinking about crow meat. Now, Brother Ross said he's got some crows that come in around the chicken coop. He could, shoot one and send me down. Or he said I could try and get, like, roadkill. But I was thinking you only get roadkill when the temperature's below,
Cowboys,
like, 35. Okay? You don't want to get roadkill when it's, like, 50, 60 degrees because it might be a little rancid. But I'm not sure how I feel about it. I still have questions and things about Odell, whether or not he is going to be in shape and how good is the knee going to be. I haven't. Have you seen any workout videos of him?
No. It's all going to come down to his physical. He's going to have to come in and take a physical. He's going to give Dallas every opportunity to sign him. But if he can't do what he needs to do, he won't be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it this way. You're not going to get much out of him now. You're looking a month from now as far as getting him up to speed. Help us in the playoffs. And it's more about the future. It's not even really about this year. It is, but to me, I don't sign him for the rest of the year. If I sign him for a 2 or 3 year deal. Mm-hmm. Spread his money out, give him some guarantees, maybe some escalators, depending on how he plays. Yeah. I like a lot of what he said. He's 30 years old. His mother has been on him. He wants to settle down. He's saying all the right things. He's not going to be on a boat in a bye week in the Caribbean with his teammates. He really has calmed down. That ball should have been intercepted there. Mm-hmm. So I like what I'm hearing about you. I do. I would, if he's healthy, I would definitely sign him. For nothing else, that they want him. Zeke wants.
That's the thing that mystifies me is
like Dak. Wants him.
The only person we haven't heard from, he
came out today,
is Stephen Jones.
Oh yeah, Stephen Jones,
Catboy.
He's the guy who pays it, right? Well, if Jerry wants him, just like DeMarcus Lawrence, he'll be on the team. It just can't be a ridiculous deal. He's got to be. Odell has to be willing to.
You got to hold on
work
to that ball,
with us
dude.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So I would do it. And I think they're in on it.
Mm-hmm.
Only because they went in on Brandon Cooks, and I think this is actually a move that Steven would like to do because he's not giving away any of his precious draft picks.
Yeah, but
only money.
Only. Oh, you say only money,
but it's not. I'm just telling you what I think they should do it. Even CD came out and said, like we had 2 or 3 number ones. He's like, even Gallup's the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Made it. He said even Gallup's number one. He goes, why not do it again with Odell? So everybody wants it. If he's healthy, do it.
The only thing that makes me feel like we're getting pimped out again was today they came out and said, add Kansas City to the mix.
Well, add him to the mix, and he can go. If we don't get him, I'm not going to be devastated. But if we could get him, I think that's not like a guy like Odell doesn't come out on the market very often. So like a guy who wants to be here, the team wants him. He's in a good place. He's just rehabbing an injury. We shall see.
We shall see.
I would do it. Yeah, for whatever it's worth, I would do it. I'm not gonna go nuts with the contract.
Nico, what are you doing?
Coco.
No, Nico.
No, I was saying something else.
Nico.
Daniel Cromartie. Hey, Mark.
Daniel,
me
what's
and
up,
PJ
man?
Walker's father is best friends. He's from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Oh, damn.
Elizabeth. That's not far from me.
Daniel Cromartie.
About an hour and 15.
Got you on the super chat here.
It's up to Odell at the end of the day.
We've turned into a dog sitting kennel here.
Yeah.
My daughter's friend has gone on a trip for a week, so we have her dog, Nico.
That's not the one I met, right?
No. This is a different dog.
Yeah.
Mako. I've only seen him once before. He had been down here, like right up underneath me, but I heard something go. Hey, let me check and see if he get into some shit. Hold on.
He's eating some glizzies.
Mako?
Glimmerman, I worry more about Elliott being healthy right now. Yeah, me too. I would still lean a little bit more on Tony Pollard and maybe bring Elliott in on pass downs, like pass protection. I would lean more on Pollard for another week or two and still have Zeke. Use Zeke a little less, just in the next 2 weeks.
Well,
Cowboys up north. The Jerry sales for Jerry would be crazy. Jersey sales for Jerry would be crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Busy day at the post office.
I was off today.
Oh, okay.
I'm off till Monday.
I don't know if you saw last night what the Washington Commanders did with the press conference that was coming up by the AG. They literally put out a statement basically saying that 3 months ago one of our young players was shot in D.C. in violent crime and yada yada yada, and then proceeded to go after the Attorney General and stuff and say that instead of going after us, they should be dealing with the rampant crime that's going on in D.C. and find the shooters. And they must not have got the memo that they actually arrested the 2 people that shot him last week. And so the player, as well as many of the players, condemned the Commanders for. It's like, what the are you doing? You're trying to save your own ass and use a player like that. The Attorney General.
That sounds like something they do.
Oh, it is. I mean, it's sad. So the Attorney General basically came out and said, we're suing you guys for basically deceiving the community and stuff about the process of what's been going on in a toxic environment and yada, 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 and deceptive practices in dealing with the fans and stuff where they've held on to deposits and things like that and, so forth. So I think that might be another nail in the coffin of Dan Snyder holding on to that team. And I think that the NFL has had some wind of this was coming down the pipeline and basically are saying, you got to get out of Dodge.
The value is going down by the day.
I don't know about that. Now,
I don't know about $7 billion.
7? I hadn't heard 7. It was valued at 5.6.
No. He's asking when he got that.
Oh, is he? $7 billion.
Yeah. Well, he wants $7 billion. Yeah, it was appraised at 5.6, but he had that consultant company they hired, and that's what you do when you want to sell your franchise. And rumor is he's looking at $7
Jay-Z and crew are prepared to offer 6, and they got Matthew McConaughey with them too. And here's what I was thinking: that maybe we should take the Commander song and change it up a little bit. Instead
sounds
of
like
Commander,
he did some work already.
I've been thinking about it, but I was thinking left hand up, right hand up. Dan Snyder. Take his ass to jail.
Oh shit!
That or have a police card say left hand up, right hand up on the police card.
Lead up against the car.
Yeah, Dan Snyder.
Gina Thorne, what's up? Be careful driving, Gina.
What's up, Gina? I don't see Gina. Where's Gina?
Yeah, no, she's up a little bit.
Okay.
You've been talking, so I'm trying to catch up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Gina Thorne,
you're
what's
good.
up? I get busy talking and
weed.
trying to keep up with the games and stuff like that. Sometimes it gets, and people think it's like he's just ignoring me. He's just ignoring. I'm commenting. It's like you don't understand.
No, yeah.
There's literally
I know.
4 monitors here that all control everything that's going on here. Then there's the TV that's there, and then I get people that send me text messages as well.
When I'm with Phil, we'll get into a conversation, but I like to get as much of the comments as I can.
I appreciate it.
The time out to
hang
out with
you
us.
also help keep me awake on some of these games because some of these games are just unwatchable. James Snyder.
You guys lucked out the other night. It wasn't bad.
Oh, that game, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Lucky Gardenia, what's up? As long as he doesn't play
second booster
tackle when we play them, doesn't play. Randy,
I went and got the second shingle booster. Oh, my arm's killing me.
The shingle shot.
Well, I got the first one like 3 months ago, and I got the second.
I tell you what, I'm like, how bad is shingles? Because that shit hurt.
Yeah, but I don't want
a month.
It's in my family, so I'm like, sorry.
Every time I raised my arm, I was like, ow.
Not only that, I got sick as a dog for 3 days after I took it. So I planned it around me being off for a few days. Like I said, I'll go back on Mondays.
Yeah, that shingle shot ain't no joke, but I hear shingles ain't either. Now, Cowboys VA. This was here. Okay. This is the second one that he sent me, and I'm scared because the first one he sent me was
I don't want nobody.
The first one was John Ridgeway.
Yeah, I know.
Now Ridgeway, of course, was a scapegoat.
That's playing decent, man.
Well, he was the scapegoat with that where he hit the center. So let's see.
Yeah.
Who did he send me this time? Okay.
CD looks like.
No. Uh-oh.
Ooh, Bohanna. Is that who it is?
The Fat Boys are back.
There you go.
Quentin Bohanna. I guarantee you there's probably not a lot of these out there. Shout out to Cowboys VA. Let me hang this up. Oh, there's Nico.
Hey, Cole's Cowboys. I have a question for you, buddy.
Okay. Anthony Hilton. Go ahead.
Anthony Hilton. Yeah. Cole's Cowboys. It's like it's almost like we're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't. Like the Sharks are like circling the waters. If we don't get OBJ, it's going to be.
We don't care about winning.
Yeah, we don't want to win. We're cheap. But if we get him, the narrative will then switch to, come on, man. He only had 300 yards. He's coming off an ACL. You guys got, overpaid. It's a no-win. It's just how it works. I mean, do you agree with that or what? Everybody in the chat. It's a no-win situation. The only way we win is if we sign him and then we ultimately go on and win the Super Bowl, which I do want to remind Mark. We are, let's not forget our buddy Stuart Morrison behind me. One of his dying wishes was for them to win the Super Bowl this year. And I would say that we are in great shape as far as that's concerned. We may not be the favorite, but we're in the mix. We're as healthy as anybody. And I'm excited for it. So just remember, we got a little, added something on our side.
Here's the thing. It's Mike McCarthy's birthday, James Snyder. Shout out to James Snyder. James, I was saying that Mike hasn't been home this past week. He's been hanging with his lady. Da-da-dunt, da-da-dunt.
Damn, Gina.
And so we were down working in the country and stuff. He drove from her place down here to help me and then drove back. So he's going to be then next week coming back down there and then coming back here. So he is the shipping department. I'm going to try and see what I can do for you to get it to you. So I don't know how to do the stamps.com thing and all that, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. All right. So the Atlanta Falcons have bogged down and they're punting. Here's the thing. You bring up Stewart, who is all around this place here. Honestly, This season does not make any sense. It does not make any sense.
Like what?
Tyler Smith. You know, it's funny. I was looking at an article today. They were talking about first-round draft picks and how they were rating him and stuff, and they gave him I think a B minus. You know,
Okay,
they said
I'll take it.
he's given up 4 sacks, and I think 8 pressures.
I was worried about giving up 4 in one game.
And he's had 6 penalties this season. I was sitting there thinking, and I was trying to find the game log for Chaz Green for that game. Dude gave up like 6 sacks in one game. So you think about, okay, you mean that's all he gave up was 4 in 8 games? Okay.
Exactly.
You know, every time Tyron Smith has ever gone out, our running game has suffered to the point where we lose like a yard per carry. He's gone the whole season so far. Nothing. Every time we've lost Dak Prescott or Tony Romo, Tony Romo went out, we won 1 game out of 11.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And we win 5 of 6?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, right?
That's what I'm saying. Everything's coming up. What's up, Captain Taki? Everything is coming up. I don't want to say roses, but everything. We're just rolling the dice, and and we're not getting snake eyes.
Things that usually kill us, have not. The fact that you got
that's what I'm
Peyton
saying. There's
Hendershot
going on here.
Peyton Hendershot as an undrafted rookie free agent tight end. Guys like that.
I said,
Terrence Steele is actually like a really good tackle. It's a
feeling I have, it's just, even Jimmy Johnson, if anybody saw the interview, he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He owns nothing. He owes nothing to the Dallas Cowboys. But he came out and said it.
Best Cowboys team he's seen.
Dallas is playing really well. And he said this is the best team that Dallas has had since the Super Bowl years. That's saying a lot. And that's coming from Jimmy Johnson, who's not a cheerleader. He'll tell you how it is. So, I don't know, man. That's why I said, let's go get this guy. If he's healthy, if you bring him in and he can't pass a physical and he's nowhere near where Gallup was, because Gallup's going to take a little bit.
Yeah, Gallup is still. Now, I'm hoping that Gallup, having this extra week here, really can kind of come on board and get there. And take another
I just
step.
think it helps everybody to bring him in. You won't see all the numbers, but in a big game on a third down, those are the downs I worry without having a guy like Amari Cooper who ran such precise routes. Yeah, he would get lost at times, but it seemed like a third down, you could always rely on Amari Cooper, getting that first down. And I think having a guy like OBJ, that's just another weapon that like a defense has to worry about, even if it's not until the playoffs. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Run.
Let's just do it.
Glimmerman says, you know that he was sacked another 5 times the next week against the Eagles. So 13 sacks in 2 games is unbelievable. Eagle fans, take your shoes off
Snyder,
before you come into the house.
Cone boy, yeah, he's in the house, man.
Yeah,
Cone boy. Is. I got my traffic cone here for him.
Oh, there you go, Brian. I got one too. This is the cone of silence. There we go.
Cone of silence.
All righty. So now that we've talked about Tyler Smith, you know who's working out on the bands today.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw our big guy. I'm happy with it. I don't see how anybody could be upset with that.
There's a lot of people that are like, "No, I'm done with Tyron Smith. He'll get hurt."
Can't be that naive.
No, it's like, dudes.
Can't.
It's like, we don't want to mess up the development of Tyler Smith. It's like, wait a minute. All of training camp and all of OTAs, he worked out at guard.
Right.
I'm not going to say guard is easier than left tackle, but guard is easier than left tackle, okay? Because basically as a left tackle, you're basically a man on an island, one-on-one with the edge rusher.
Yeah.
What you are as a guard is you're going to the second level to get linebackers. You're doing a lot more pulling and things like that where you're getting angles.
He could do that.
Oh,
and listen, as much as I like Connor McGovern, 3 weeks ago we were saying this guy stinks. So, yeah, he's on a good run. He's a good guard, especially good as a backup. If you're telling me that we're going to have a Tyron Smith,
A healthy one.
for the
And
balance
that's the key.
of this
If they're
year,
just bringing him in and he's like 60%, it's like, don't do that.
well, no,
Don't
then
bring him in
you'll
until he's
see that, and
100%.
they're not going to leave him in there. But man, that's a scary situation because Tyron, you don't need to help Tyron, and then like you want to run that way.
Mm-hmm.
The
only thing with that, James, is it's
that.
got nothing to do with Green Bay. Although I guess I could put some cheese on it.
Yeah, let me Google. Did you Google it? What do they eat in Green Bay?
Bratwurst, pastrami, Reubens.
Oh yeah,
cheese curds.
Bratwurst. Yeah.
Yeah. They do fish fries, but it's not like catfish or something like that. It's like salmon, and it's like I don't want to do a salmon sub.
yeah.
I'm not doing that. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I don't want to do a bratwurst sub. That's a whole lot of bratwurst there. And I'm not that crazy about bratwurst.
Cheese curds is the main thing.
Yeah.
I would say you can. Yeah, I don't know what you can do with that. It's tough. Just do whatever and just put some good cheese on it.
Okay.
Just do like a lot of cheese on it, like whatever you decide to do.
Yeah, lots of cheese.
You know what I mean? Whatever
very
you
cheesy sub.
But yeah.
Salmon sub is going bad quick. You're right about that. I was thinking about doing a burger sub.
Do steak for the Cowboys. There you go. Do steak and then have cheese for Wisconsin.
Yeah. The chopped cheese sub maybe.
You still got that heifer. Got all that meat in the freezer. Oh yeah.
Not exactly.
I thought you froze a lot of that.
Yeah, and then I thawed a bunch of it out and cooked that shit.
Oh, okay.
Ribeye steak and good cheese. There you go. I could do. I mean, but they have more of them at the store.
Ribeye.
They do have more of them at the store. I got to see how many people are coming for this thing. That's the only bad thing is I don't always have a lot of people that are coming, and you're doing a big sub, and if you got
you could do
if you're doing 3 people and you're doing a 3-foot sub, it's a lot of work and a lot of money on doing it. Can never go wrong with chitlins.
Chitlins.
Come on, man. I ain't not doing no chitlin sub.
You got to do some chili, something like that.
I have never been that macaroni and cheese guy. My wife and her family, oh my God, they love. I'm just not that guy. Just not that crazy about it.
Andrew Delaney.
Much love from Mississippi. Boy, the state of Mississippi doesn't care about your meteorological interpretation.
Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, could be good, like an Italian with lots of, but a couple different sharp proof.
Yeah, I've done the Italian.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know.
And I was gonna. Well, no, let's see. Oh, we play the Giants on Thanksgiving, don't we? Yeah,
yes, we do.
I ain't doing. I can't do a sub that night then.
Yeah.
So then I should do the chopped cheese, which is basically like hamburger, and then you mix it with the cheese and stuff. So we'll do the chopped cheese this weekend. That's what we'll do. How about a chili sub, Mark? That may not be a bad idea, but that would be messy.
Rhonda said chitlins, Jim. Yes, she did, and she was serious.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just can't. I just can't do the chitlin sub. Forgive me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. A birthday cake in honor of Mike McCarthy's birthday. Yes, Jim Lodge. She said chitlins. Thursday night game sucked.
Mike McCarthy? Late 50s, mid 50s.
Let's see.
I want to say 57, if I had to guess.
I think Dan Quinn is like 2 years younger than me. Oh, damn. He's born November 10th, 1963, so he's only 59. He's a baby. Is it me, or does it seem like Carolina is playing a whole lot better than
they Falcons are? Well, their defense is actually hasn't been playing bad since they made all the trades. You go figure.
No, Dan Quinn is only 52. He got a lot of gray for 52.
You know,
His goatee is grayer than mine.
it is.
A lot. You know why I love Dan Quinn? Dan Quinn was a nose tackle. A nose guard like I was. Undersized.
Really?
Yes, he was.
Hmm.
At Salisbury, Salisbury College.
Hey, Mark, it's called a hoagie.
What's a hoagie?
Sub is a meatball.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they call them around here. Wow.
Okay, well, subs, hoagies. It depends on where you're from in the country. I mean, it's a steak and cheese. It's not a steak and cheese hoagie. It's a steak and cheese sub.
Yeah, it's true.
Or a cheesesteak sub.
Cheesesteak sub. Well, they call that around here, too. So, I like a cheesesteak. Well, usually a cheesesteak sub indicates some lettuce, tomato, some onion. You know, that's what a cheesesteak sub is around here. All right, let's watch some of the game here. Okay. Another first down.
Yeah,
DJ Moore.
So what did you think about Jeff Saturday?
I think it's ridiculous.
I did like his speech, though. Basically, he's like, you know what? It's an interim job. After, the 8 games and stuff, I might be the worst guy out there. But you know what? I've played on 14
Did you hear what he
years
said?
and this, that, another. And it was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But you still, most times you have great players don't always make great coaches.
Yeah.
In fact, you look at it
He
and
has
say,
no coaching.
I mean, you got like say Dan Campbell with the Lions. He's a good player. He's a rah guy, but he's not really doing shit except for beating Green Bay. But then you got the coach in Miami, and that guy's he wasn't a football player, but that dude's doing magic. I mean, we all said, yeah, Tyreek Hill. Tua's not going to be able to he's not going to be able to get the ball to Tua.
Yeah, he's getting the ball to him, right?
Shit. He may reset the record books here the way Tyreek Hill's playing and stuff. And that team without him, wow. So that
Orlovsky may join him next week. Could you imagine that?
Oh, shit.
Good, get him out of the booth.
That felt more like...
And we play him in a couple weeks, or in a few weeks.
That felt more like Jim Irsay was just looking for a friend to hang with.
Yeah, like they're trying to just get through the season. And they'll probably do I don't think it's long term. So
yeah, I don't mean any disrespect to Jim Irsay, but
he sounds
does he look like he's
still popping pillies. Popping pillies.
He kind of looks.
That's he got caught.
He did that with like $30,000 cash and in the car and all.
Yeah, he got caught. That's well known that he's a big time pill popper or whatever. I don't care what you do, but he was loopy. He's slurring.
It is, and vibrating higher. I agree. It's amazing how he got a head coaching job with no experience. When does that happen?
And they circumvented the Rooney Rule by doing it.
I think I don't know if the Rooney Rule counts when you fire somebody during the season.
Yeah, I don't know, but
you might as well tear. Here's the thing: they all know that the Rooney Rule is, just find me a black guy, we'll talk to him for 15 minutes.
I think it's more of a slap in the face to waste somebody's time. You could tell usually. Yeah, they'll bring in a coordinator, and they'll be here and gone. It's like to me, if I'm that person, I know it's nice to get the experience of being interviewed, but that's a slap in the face too. If you don't think I'm going to get the job, unfortunately, unfortunately, that's how they do it. So
Well, the
it
idea
does
was
open
is to get you
doors, and they
exposed to.
can, wow people in an interview. I guess that's all they're asking for, which I agree with. So in the end, I think it's a good role, but sometimes a team wants somebody. Andrew Delaney, he's stacking the box. Pulled pork and coleslaw would be smacking. Yeah, he's done that a couple
Oh, well,
times
we're
already.
doing that, of course, with at FedEx Field. We'll do
Yeah,
like
yeah,
three or
yeah.
four of those. What if? Let me see if I can find it here.
James Snyder, how much? You know, it'll be interesting to see because nobody's going to give him money if his physical doesn't go well. There's a slight chance that it'll be a 1 year, just rest of the year prove it deal, and then he'll hit it big in the off season. Or if it's, I say, just sign the guy. He's already come back from this injury. He's already proven. I'm figuring maybe 3 years, 35 mil, but like guarantees maybe around 23, 24, something like that, with maybe a decent bonus. I don't know, man. There's a market for the guy, so you're going to have to pay him. He's only 30.
Um, Don't see it. I'm trying to find it here.
OBJ don't want to play for the Cowboys. His dad said so.
His dad says okay. Well, that's where you always look at it and say, is he using them to try and get leverage on other
Hey,
teams?
listen, he wanted a warm weather place. If it's something more than 1 year, but that doesn't say Buffalo. That says San Francisco, us, maybe Tampa.
Okay, how about some? Okay, I'm just thinking about like this. What if you had a coach who ended up being 62-50? Not, that's not earth shattering, but definitely having a winning record. Had a 14-2 season, a 10-6 season, and the third year was 2-14, and got fired. Then the next job went 11-5, 7-9, 9-7, and 9-7, and got fired. And made the playoffs.
What are we talking about?
Well, wait, and made the playoffs of those 8 years, 4 years. That was Jim Caldwell with Indianapolis for 3 years and with the Detroit Lions for 4 years. With the Lions, he went 36-28 over 4 seasons. It took him to the playoffs twice. The Lions. After he got let go from Detroit, the only thing he could do was he was for 1 year an assistant coordinator for Miami for 1 year. And you're going to tell me, and it's not like Irsay doesn't know that guy. He was, there as the offensive coordinator when they won the Super Bowl. That guy can't get a chance. But Josh McDaniels does. And Jeff Saturday. Hey, let me get that guy. He has no experience, but that's okay. He's played football.
I don't know what he was thinking, because I think you let the coaching staff finish out the year. And, you're not going nowhere this year anyway, right?
Right.
I think they can agree. They're not going anywhere. So improve your draft pick. Why try and improve the situation?
That's the only thing you look at and say, we're just tanking the season, but we're going to try and make it look like we're not tanking. So we can try and get a high draft pick.
Yeah.
Their biggest problem, quarterback. They keep swinging and trying to, put Band-Aids on here. I mean, the Carson Wentz thing, Carson Wentz is a coach killer. Can we finally say that? He is a coach killer.
Man. Something happened, though, because Reich was there with Wentz, early on.
Mm-hmm.
But something happened to where he wanted him in Indy, and then when he got there, he just wasn't the same guy. He couldn't bring him back to where he was early on in his career.
Lola.
He got ties.
What's up, Lola? How you doing? Yeah,
Lola.
Carson Wentz is. I'm sorry, he's just done. I think he's done. So Chase Young, maybe he may look like Chase old, but Chase Young is rumored to be playing this weekend. I don't know if the Commanders put that out there to try and
Monday night.
Tried to get some extra excitement or get them to stop talking about the Feds that Chase Young might be playing on Monday night.
You got real low, Mark. Is it you or me?
I'm real low. Low.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I just turned my mic up.
Let me check the.
Yeah, that's Monday night game.
Yeah. Let me see. So many damn audios. Okay.
I don't know.
I'll turn there. I'll pump up the volume. Dance. Okay, I'm a little louder now. Is it louder?
It's a lot louder.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Like I said, maybe it was me because it went low and then it went back.
Okay. Or you got to eat the mics with mine. I mean, you got to be like right here. If you end up going like this, it's kind of
that's what it was.
And a lot of times I'm moving around. So you got the headset. See, you're a smart man. So wherever you go, it's right there.
I got.
I can't imagine paying money to be in a game in the rain so bad. Yeah, especially this game, Falcons and Carolina. And it looks like a Falcons-Carolina game.
Yeah.
3 points. It started out like, Carolina was moving the ball real good, but, yeah, it's going to be a bad game.
It is, but that's all right. We'll go as far as we can. We got here.
Eli Manning is trending? What is Eli Manning trending? Why is he?
Yeah, Keith Jackson, but he was supposed to be better than Dak.
Oh, hold on. What the hell is...
Talking about...
Hold on.
What happened? What happened with Eli?
I'm going to have to... I have to see this. Hold it.
Co-host Sean, but out on the streets, I'm not your sidekick.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
Homies in the studio, fresh off the set.
Eli, no.
Peppers, latest threat. Listen to our music, ladies and gents. We're getting ready to kick it. Here's 60 Cent. On the show, I'm your co-host Sean, but out on the streets, I'm not your sidekick pawn. High pitch, low pitch, give it some torque. Passing the mic to the king of New York.
Yeah, we can do it one-on-one. We can do it one-on-three. You don't gotta ask my team, cause it's NYC. Keep it lit on the field, and not keep it lit in the streets. You already know who we are. Sean, Eli, and me. Bow! Yeah, we can do it one-on-one. We can do it one-on-three.
Okay.
Bro hop out with the and the mask on his face like he ski. That tuck not gonna fly.
Alrighty.
Right.
So we have a rapping Eli now. Okay. Not that I have room to
I like Eli. Eli is actually more likable now than he ever was playing.
Oh, Lordy. Just something about Giants that just aren't likable. And the Giants have the Texans this weekend.
He had that face. That was actually pretty funny. All right. It just seems like every tough game the Eagles get is at home. I mean, I actually think Washington, would keep it close, but in Philly, I just don't see Washington winning the game.
You know what?
I know you never know. That's why you play, but
you never know. If you look back last year, they didn't exactly blow out like the Washington COVIDs.
Yeah, they did.
It was like 24-17 or 24-16, something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
When they literally got, oh God, he was with us from the Patriots, practice squad player, the week of the game, and had to put him into play. And so, it's a division game. And, I think the Washington Commanders, that they're right now feeling good that maybe Dan Snyder's going. They get Chase Young, maybe all of a sudden they start saying, hey, they had a chance. They had a chance there this past week. They had a chance. They were close. And I tell you what they were, too. They were physical as hell. They pounded the hell out of Kirk Cousins. And they might get physical with, Jalen Hurts. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy at all. No.
Yeah.
That's a
Nameless, I'm with you, man. They don't do rap music like they used to, man. So a lot of the rap music today, not that I can sing. I'm not even gonna pretend. I did do my shit that's for comedy. It's parody. But I feel like I've become my dad. You know that? At some point in your life, you realize you become the thing that you said you would never be. I remember my dad would get into his oldie but goodie nights, He'd get back in the den, he'd turn the lights down low, he'd pull out his 33 records, Motown and stuff, sitting on the dock of the bay. And he'd be sitting there drinking a little glass of wine and stuff and say, boy, they don't make music like that no more. Nah, they don't. And I'm like, okay, thank God.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, the music I'll listen to pretty much anything.
Oh, yeah.
But, my son, he's listening to
Buddy Johnson says that the Commanders will be able to run on the Eagles, bro. Yeah. The Eagles, you can run on the Eagles. You can definitely run on the Eagles.
Not with Jordan Davis. Oh, wait. No, Jordan Davis is on the IR.
He's on IR. Yes.
Not that he was lighting it up. But anyway, he had a couple good games.
Keith Jackson, Cop Pizzle is trash, man. That guy hits under the belt. Whatever. I'm not doing it.
Me and Pizzle had a long conversation yesterday.
During a live stream?
Nah.
Or in the real world?
In the real world. I'll have to talk to you later. But, I'm kind of like, whatever.
How many brain cells did you lose during that? Adam Scott, since Veterans Day is tomorrow, I want to say thank you to all of our veterans here. We are living in the greatest country on earth because of the men and women in uniform. Thank you for all you do. Yes, indeed. And tomorrow, of course, I definitely have to do that because without our vets and stuff, man, I wouldn't be able to be doing this shit that I'm doing right here. And I definitely need to talk to Brother Roz because, Brother Roz, did you know Brother Roz is a chaplain too?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Well, you said it before.
I said that before? I said it yesterday because he did a great job for Joseph Heatherly.
It was a few weeks ago. There was a brief. You said something and he said, no, I'm not a priest. I'm a chaplain or whatever. Hey, good for him, man.
He did a
Cop Pizzle is bringing E2 into it. He's fire. There's nothing. I don't have a problem with any of that.
Here's the funny thing is just like I just said about how you become what you don't, want to be or you always condemn others for. He used to always talk about YouTubers that are clout chasers. They're out there doing stuff to try and get clout. Isn't that kind of what he's doing right now?
I'll say this. As somebody who watched it,
Hold on.
I like the back and
Go ahead. There we go. I had to ring the bell.
I like the back and forth between you and him. I think it's funny. Yeah. You saw he brought me into the one and I responded right away and he knew about it. And, I don't like a couple low blow stuff, but I think it was fun to watch between you guys. But that being said, I can't. You do what you got to do. But he seems to be doing fine. I mean, I always thought it was funny. Let's put it that way. I always
a point, but you know what?
He rubbed some people the wrong way. That's not everybody's cup of tea. Like I said, he he called me a punk and look at my on-air sign, and he did a lot. But I talked to him. You know, it's almost like one of those
Ooh,
things.
Nelly. He's running, bumbling, stumbling all the way. We've got a score, a touchdown. Whoop, whoop.
I did tell him, I said, it's really not Mark's belt to be, wagering. I said, maybe you guys can come up with something else. I said, I'm just trying to spitball so you guys can.
Hey,
I enjoy
here's an idea. How about you spend some of your own goddamn money if you want to, have something to go out there, okay? Because I've done Mike. Yeah, that was Mike's belt.
I didn't bring
that was Mike's belt. How about the shit I did sent to his ass to bet between him and Philly 500 stuff? I'm the one that's been giving and giving and giving, and they've been taking and everything else, and I'm the one that gets trashed below the belt.
Yeah, I know.
There's enough talk out here. You can talk about the Cowboys' failures in the playoffs and, old rings and all. Yeah, that's cool. But when you start talking about people's families and jobs, it's like,
I agree with that.
Come on, man.
Unnamed.
That's just where, no.
We have that unnamed person who harassed me again the other day after
he hit you again?
Yeah, after I commented on, I just put a smiley face. I can't even put a smiley face on his live or his. He made a short video, and I just did a laughing emoji, and I got lit up for that. I'm like, man, that's why I reached out to him, and we were having a back and forth.
Yeah, well, it's
like,
funny
dude,
because
it's really taking the energy away from me. Just like I just don't have time for listen, I can handle it, but bringing women, what happened last week, kids, I think that's below the belt. And I'm not talking Pizzle, I'm just unnamed. I think that's wrong, so
yeah,
I don't agree with it.
And again, that's why I'm trying to get away from hate. Yeah,
I know. I think Pizzle, what you and him had wasn't hate. Now, what's happened lately, it's a little different, but I always thought it was fun.
When you do a video and saying, I've got a new friend, and your ass is mine, boy?
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
That's where you start saying, okay. Anyway,
we got Aisha Robinson.
We've actually, Aisha Robinson, what's up? Actually, we've used up too many brain cells on both of them.
I know.
Because, hey, he's been on YouTube for 15 years. He knows how to do it. He doesn't need Mark Holmes. He's out of the Mark Holmes business. That's what he said. He's out of the Mark Holmes business. And I don't bring him up. Marylon, what's up, Marylon? All right, so we have the Carolina Panthers, the 2-7 Carolina Panthers, beating up on the former division-leading Atlanta Falcons that were basically a half game out of first place. And, yeah, that goes to show you the NFL. P.J. Walker.
Lambeau Field.
Oh, that's next Thursday? The Packers in Carolina. Woo!
Wow.
Aisha Robinson, your mom is in the hospital? Oh, my goodness. Everybody keep Aisha Robinson in your thoughts and prayers there. Hope she's going to be okay. When you talk about children, wives, parents, family, you are banned.
Yeah.
Lines are drawn. Shout out to Help Me, Rhonda.
I agree with that, Rhonda. Listen, this is supposed, this is supposed to be entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it goes too far at times.
Yeah.
Mariota scrambling, throws back. Oof, you never do that. Note to self, never
cross the body there.
Yeah, never throw back over the middle of the field.
Do you remember the Subway meat sub Mariota?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh God, that was the most hideous thing I ever saw.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, oh.
Oof. There's only one person that can get away with that.
Oh, man. Pat Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. That's it. That dude's on a different level.
He couldn't put enough arm into it, falling back away from it, going across his body. Pizzle continues to make demeaning videos, contents at Mark and Michael while he doesn't realize he's just displaying his low character. Exactly. Whoop, interception. Bam. Up, there's a flag.
What I would
there's
say is I'm surprised because Pizzle used this channel to incorporate his family. Mm-hmm. So I wonder, I didn't tell him that, but I wonder what he would say if this unnamed person would come after him and his kids and baby doll or something. Mm-hmm. That would be wrong, you know? So
yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of that. But
Ken Davis, I feel bad for you about losing your
not worth messing with.
Your uncle there. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, we're getting down now. It's the holiday season, so it's always rough around the holidays. But as far as that's concerned, I miss my family. He is no longer with us as well. Mm-hmm. Sucks. Miss my mom's food.
Yeah, they picked up the flag on that one. So Marcus Mariota, 2 bad passes there. I'm old enough to remember when people said we should get Marcus Mariota.
Actually, he beat the hell out of us when he was with Tennessee. Remember? I think that was Amari Cooper's first game with the Cowboys. He lit us up. We had that shitty defense, remember?
Yeah, believe me, I remember.
That was bad. That's why I said, man. I mean, this defense we got is scary good, and it's only going to get better. The more Damone Clark plays, it's going to be exciting.
So your thoughts on Jimmy Johnson saying what he said today?
Yeah, I thought it was a good interview.
Not being sold on the Eagles.
Yeah, he said he predicts them to start their descent. They're not as good as he just sees them falling off a bit. So I agree. The schedule,
again, running quarterbacks in the playoffs. Yeah, I can think the 2 examples I could say of possibly running quarterbacks would be Steve Young. He did a lot of scrambling, but I'm not going to say he was a running quarterback.
No.
And I would say Air McNair
ran to throw.
Air McNair ran a little bit, but he had a hell of an arm. He wasn't Air McNair because he ran.
Young and McNair, they ran to throw.
Yes.
When Hurts runs, he's running the run.
Right.
And I disagree with who do we have? We had that Eagle fan that I got into on Twitter who ended up being a good guy. He was, very well spoken, but he disagreed. I said Hurts has been taking some big time hits lately.
He got sacked 4 times last week by
Yeah, and he's like, don't take him flush. I'm like, I saw a couple hits, and there was one he got hit in the rib cage, and he couldn't breathe.
Yeah,
it only takes so many hits like that, and if you take like a shot to the ribs and you break your ribs or hurt your shoulder, it's a wrap for you, man. You could like your back up all you want. You're not going nowhere. So
right.
I think it's risky to play the way he's been playing lately. And if you notice, they're keeping him in the pocket. I think when we play them next, the law, just go up the field. Don't get sucked in. And as long as you keep him in the pocket, man, that's how you beat him. Look back at some of the comments.
Cam Newton went but lost in the Super Bowl. Cam Newton, the beating they put on him, my God, man, they beat the hell out of him.
That was bad. That was ugly.
I mean, their offense was basically, it was all Cam Newton.
These Packers.
The defense just continuing from last year to only get better. It's amazing how quickly this defense turned around. We went from being worst in 2020. That defense was so, God.
Keith Jackson.
It's
Hey,
painful
Jobu.
just
I'm
even
in
thinking
Cap City, Virginia. Where are you located?
Cap City, Virginia. I've never heard of Cap City. That must be like southwestern Virginia. Cap City, Virginia?
Not, yeah.
You look and see where Cap City is.
Maryland. Maryland. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson. He came off and he even said, he goes, he's Dallas's #1 fan. He goes, but they asked him a question about Jerry. He goes, I really don't know how Jerry is running a team. Everybody forgets that was only a 5-year run.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. It seems like they had this long. It was only a 5-year run,
Right?
and he came into Jerry's office and he said he wasn't worried about the day to day. He came into Jerry's office back in the day and said, "I finally paid off my loan," meaning finally paid off buying the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's all he was worried about early on. And it was the scouting department and mainly Jimmy Johnson, who went out and drafted and molded and that's why he had no life.
Yeah.
He was at the facility 20 out of 24 hours. He was sleeping there. He said he don't really. Him and Jerry have a fine relationship. They know each other. There's nothing wrong, but they don't really reach out to each other as much either. But that's not a bad thing. He even said, "I'm a big Cowboy fan. I root for them." He even said that he was talking about Bill Belichick. He said that Bill Belichick because he's always on the boat down in South Florida. Bill always wants to talk football, and he said that Michael Parsons is the best player he's ever saw.
And he's seen some hellacious ones. And that's what that's the thing that people don't understand though, is and I've screamed about it, and I'm not trying to say like I've got the answers and stuff, but we learned basically too late for Tony Romo how important the offensive line was. We kept doing on the offensive line what we typically do in free agency. We'd get over-the-hill guys, no names, and say, it's just an offensive lineman. And we'd spend the money on getting the Roy Williams and the T.O.s or the Michael Galloways and all that. And it was kind of like the offensive line was always the afterthought. And then realized, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. That was the reason the Eagles had that run with McNabb. They were dominant on the offensive defensive line. That's how you win.
Yeah.
That's how we won back in the 90s.
Right.
We didn't light it up offensively. Emmett was great for the offensive line. I love him.
And the defense was great too.
And the defense was great. That's what wins. That's why I keep saying, guys, we're in it. We are in it.
We were averaging.
It's different than it was last year.
15.6
really
and I think 15.9. 2 of the years that we won the Super Bowl in the 90s. That's a big difference from what we've been doing the last, 20 years. We're averaging in the 20s. It makes a difference. But the Cowboys realized the offensive line was important because they're like, Tony Romo needs some protection. And had they done that years before, when Tony Romo was younger and could have stayed upright, that could have been the difference. But they did the same thing on the defensive line. And it's only been because of Dan Quinn. I don't remember any times we've drafted one technique guys as many times as I've always screamed, can we get a big man in the middle and things? And it's like, Cowboys don't believe it. They can just put anybody in there.
And it ain't like we have one.
Right.
We have multiple guys. We got Bohannon. We got, now we got, what's his name? The guy we just traded for. We have
Hankins.
a rotation of guys.
Yeah.
Hankins.
Right. We had drafted Ridgeway and Bohannon.
Which is why I don't understand why, I know I'm not trying to go backwards, but I don't know why we exposed Ridgeway. I don't understand why we did that. It made no sense.
They thought that nobody would want him and that they're going to be able to bring him right back.
I burned because you saw
but then again,
he was
Tristan Hill.
He was upset.
Tristan Hill,
I told you about Tristan Hill before the season. I know nobody wants to hear it, but I knew they were looking the whole season to get rid of him.
Yeah.
To me, he didn't fit. He had a great preseason game or two. I he just wasn't like a real fit here. I don't know what they were offered, but they should have just traded him. I mean,
Kerry Morgan,
whatever.
you're right. Dak does do a lot of commercials, but it's kind of one of those things that you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. You remember one of the selling points that Stephen Jones said about Dak needs to take less money because as a quarterback you can do a lot of other work.
He took
okay, he made
a team-friendly deal. People, he has to make money somehow.
Well, people will never see that. Okay, his deal was $160 million, and everybody's still talking about how he threw Jerry Jones against the wall and everything else. But if you actually multiply his deal out with what he's made over the years, he's been one of the cheapest quarterbacks that are out there.
Jalen Hurts is going to make more than Dak if everything
Cap
stays
City
the
is
way it
Richmond,
is.
Virginia. Okay. Oh, Capital City. Okay. I was looking Cap City.
I was going to say Capital City.
Oh, okay. You're Cap City. You're just down 95. About an hour and a half. Yeah. You're like midway to the beach. Mika,
he's in Springfield.
Mika, what's up? What's up? Come here.
Let me grab it.
Come here.
Yeah,
Come here.
Carrie, he does do a lot of commercials.
Okay. All right. So I got this big dog here. What? You need to go out? Hold on. Let me let him out. Hold on. I'll be back.
Yeah,
Come on,
go ahead.
Nico.
Don't let your dog out.
You need to go out. Go on.
Alan Williams. Imagine if OBJ signed with Dallas. Yeah, we were talking about that. I'm hoping it happens. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. We may not get a lot out of him right now, but I think it's going to pay dividends in the playoffs. I really do. And I think Dallas has a good shot at getting him, only because we know that they offered actual draft picks for Brandon Cooks. They just didn't want to pick up the whole $18 million salary next year. But, we shall see. Dallas will not get in a bidding war. They're going to say, hey, come visit the star. Yeah, look at this. Take a little less. So if OBJ really wants to settle down in a warm weather city and close to home, then he'll be in Dallas.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
See, that's the thing, these
come here
people
and say hi. Come here.
don't want to admit it, but
there we
listen.
go. Okay.
Just look at all the.
Can you guys see him?
Just look at all the Monday Night Football and the CBS football, NBC football. It's all Dallas.
Come here, Mako. Say hello. Say hello. Look. Come on.
Big dog.
Come on. Say hello. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Don't need the mic.
All right. That's Mako. We're dog sitters now. Okay. All right, Mako.
My dogs are coming too.
I tell you what, he must have had like a 6-pack of beer as long as he had his leg cocked up there. I was like, damn, dog, you really had to go.
My man, like, at least he let you know.
Because he was at the door, he was looking at me like, dude, this beer's not going to wait. Oh, Lordy, the things we have to do in life. Let's see.
What's the digger? You need an actual GM. Jerry hasn't figured out the free agent error. Well, I will tell you this. We haven't won in a capped error. So if we ever win a championship, that would be the first salary cap.
Well, I tell you what. You know what? As much grief.
Where's the scoreboard? They want the scoreboard.
They want the scoreboard. Okay, I was trying to show you the dog. Okay, damn. Do you actually care about the score?
Yeah, they do. That's why they're
13 to nothing. Okay,
Daryl.
You think about the talent that this team has actually amassed without spending money. Think about things that other teams have done. Trying to get talent. See, here's the thing. When you can't draft, you have to spend money in free agency. But you can't build a team out of free agents.
The draft.
Think about the Giants.
We're all draft either of them.
Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver?
Rashid, why we get a wide receiver?
Why did we get a wide receiver?
You think about
He's moving. Huh?
think about the receivers. All right, did they get?
Yeah,
They
field
got
goal.
him. They got field
Halftime, 13-3.
You think about all the receivers that the Eagles have drafted and let go.
367. I like the doggy better than the game.
Right. But, where teams have stuck out on free agents and stuff. The Cowboys, you have to look at this and say 80%, I think the roster, 80 or 81%, is homegrown talent. Guys they've drafted or signed.
And that's how you have
free
to
agents.
do it. But you also have to make that one or two moves to put you over the top.
That's
Talent,
the
even
thing.
if it's just for
Renting, you mean like Odell?
3-4 first downs over a 2-3 playoff game run.
Yeah.
You need that guy who can make the
Or
play.
that backup that comes in when your tackle is out.
Right,
That's a
right,
decent tackle.
exactly.
Because that was the other problem we've always had is we'd always have great players that if they were healthy, you beat everybody. But then you
And
lose one or two of them and you go to shit.
And we're not the only team that has wasted talent. I mean,
Yeah.
we're on the verge of wasting Dak, but now that I'm sorry, but we have this resurgence where we have like the third youngest team in the league, even with Peters
and Tom Smith.
So it's not like the window is closing. That's BS. The window's wide open for the next few years, but this year it's wide open. It's as wide open as I can remember, and you're gonna say, well, how do you say that when you have a team in your own division that's 8-0? We all watch the games. Our eyes do the talking. They're not blowing anybody out. Yeah, the final score, give them credit. They're winning the games against these bad teams, but in most of the games, they're either tied or down. It's not like they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not the 85 Bears.
Yeah, definitely not. PRD made a good comment. 2007, we had 13 Pro Bowlers and lost to the Giants. Yeah, it's a mindset too, which is another thing I was talking about. Last year's loss. That's the only thing that worries me is going into the playoffs. We got to get over that. Little bit gun shy, a little timid in that playoff game, and they went out and addressed that with certain players. Let's hope that that's the get over that hump. Everybody's going to have to play that first week, except for one team, and that'll probably be the Eagles the way it looks now. The Eagles are going to get home field. They also going to have to play, so you got to be ready to go that first game. I think if you can get past the first game, then I think you can get something together. But I just don't want to see the Niners. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I don't want to see the 49ers. That's for sure. James Snyder. I'm going to the Texans Sunday. They're my second team. They're building up under Coach Lovey.
All right, so we made it through the first half. 13
first
to
half
3.
down.
Let's look and see. Can we? It's got the Thursday Night Football. They don't have the stats and stuff like they do on the other ones. I don't know what the deal is with
Romo to Terry Glenn intercepted. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We're not the only team to squander guys like Romo, because that's what happened. We squandered him. We were on our way to squandering Dak, but I think we rebounded and retooled, and I think we're ready to give it a run over the next few years. But look at Dan Marino. He got to the Super Bowl his first year and never sniffed it, for the rest of his career. There's been a lot of great quarterbacks who just never got there, So, it's not the easiest thing to do. So, like when you have a team as balanced as ours, we need to take advantage of it.
Yeah. You're a bit younger than me. You might not remember, but I was in college when this happened. Do you remember when the Challenger blew up?
Yeah, I remember. It was, I can even tell you, what year was that? I could tell you.
I think it was.
I look at it. I remember there was snow on the ground where I was at. We had like a foot of snow outside. I remember I was outside playing or whatever. And I came in. I remember watching the TV.
I don't know if you saw this today, that they had History Channel divers were looking actually for this World War II airplane, and they came across this piece that was in the ocean.
Really?
And then they started recognizing the tiles, and this is the biggest piece of Challenger.
Really?
That
they just found it?
This was earlier today.
Holy,
they found
that's
off
crazy.
the Florida coast, so it's been down there for 36 years.
That's
and
crazy.
so now they're trying to decide. They've notified the families that they have now. They supposedly had found bodies or remains that they turned over, but they said this is the biggest piece that has been seen. So they're not sure if they want to disturb it or make it a memorial, or if they want to bring it up or what.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I remember being in the dorms at JMU when that happened and watching it take off, because we had the big lobby downstairs and the TV mounted, the big ass TV with the little screen.
What year was that?
85 or 86. I can't remember.
All right, so I was 13, 14, 15,
I was in college,
somewhere in there.
But I remember watching it and just seeing it explode in disbelief. It was one of those, there's moments in life that you remember exactly where you were. And that was
9/11. I know exactly where I was.
9/11. I was with rest of soul Jim, the guy who had given me the Washington Commanders seat cushion that I still have the bet that we have going on, even though he's been gone for about 10 years. He was at my house, and we were downstairs in my office there talking about this job, and we're just watching it. We heard, there's a plane that hit
weird, isn't it?
Plane that hit the tower. And we thought it was like a little Piper Cub that bumped into it. Where?
I was in a federal courtroom in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh, shit.
It was the first day. It was his first or second. Oh, yeah, because we were in this real elaborate, huge library, and we were all sitting there waiting to go in the courtroom. And it was after they picked us, so maybe I don't know if it was the first day or second day, but and then we're watching TV and we saw the planes. Long story short, it didn't take too long until after the second one hit that they
all of a sudden this shit's real.
They rushed us out because it was a federal building. At that point, they didn't know what was going on. And they said, we will call you to go. And they escorted us out. And they shut everything down. But, yeah, I'll never forget. It was, and if you remember, it was such a beautiful day. Because I remember I had it was like my middle kid. He was a baby at the time. I remember leaving to go. Jury duty. It was just a warm, sunny, beautiful day. It was just, I remember the sun being so bright that day.
Yeah, day that changed the world.
Yes, it did.
All right, so we got the Green Bay Packers this weekend. Aaron Rodgers,
Weezy, Camden. That's it, baby.
Courthouse and Martin Luther. Okay, I've been to Camden.
You got it.
I worked at a playground.
I've only been there once as far as court, but it was a federal thing where I ended up being the foreman on the jury. We actually went all the way to trial and it saw all the way through. Yeah, at work, Maryline. It was so sad. Yeah, well, I was with Mark. It was me, Mark, and Randy. We were walking around Washington, D.C., and we went by the Pentagon, and he showed us where the plane, the side of the building that where the plane went in.
I wish we had, I really wish we had more time that day, because you actually go there. They've got a bench. Each person there's a bench, and there's like a little pool, and the bench either faces towards the building or away from the building. And if it's facing away from the building, that means the person died on the plane. If it's facing facing towards the building, they died on the plane. If it's facing the other way, they died in the Pentagon. And you see, they did it like a timeline of their age, from the youngest to the oldest, and it's like, whoa. That's what. And I remember going there and sitting up on the hill where now they have the Air Force Memorial, and days later still seeing it burning and smoking.
Really?
Smoldering. Oh, it was days it was still going. They were putting out, the jet fuel and everything else was burning in there. That was crazy. Whew. So yes, tomorrow, veterans, shout out to you guys, because
that
are
was
only here
that
and
was
able
nuts.
to do
That
what we
one,
are.
I will say that one. I mean, like Challenger was sad, but it was kind of over before we knew it and gone basically. At least for us, not for the families. But 9/11, it seemed like it was a days.
It was months. I mean, for them digging and
pulling
everything.
stuff
Oh,
out, and
geez.
people going in, and just man, I don't think anybody will ever be the same.
I tell you another one that I will never forget too. And this was 1982, I believe. I remember because I had driver's ed, and it was snowy and icy out in Washington, D.C. And it started out as a lake of rain, and then it kind of got a little bit worse. And I was actually driving the streets in driver's ed. But it got really bad. And they didn't close schools early. So that night, like some kids, because the superintendent of the schools, Fairfax County, got fired because they didn't, he was from Florida, and they didn't close schools early. And kids were getting home to like 9 o'clock at night and stuff because the snow got to be that bad. But also, I remember because I lived close to the school, I walked home,
82,
and we were listening to WMAL because my mom always listened to Hardin and Weaver, the news, and they're talking about a plane that hit the 14th Street Bridge. And we turned on the news, and they had news crews. So Air Florida didn't de-ice the plane. The plane took off. It was too heavy. It crashed and hit the bridge and killed some people that were on the bridge, and it went into the Potomac River, which was frozen over. And you're watching this live because the rescue squads were just like getting there. There was this woman who was holding on to the tail fin, and you could just see the cold and everything else, and she just slipped in. There was Lenny Skudnick, who was a firefighter. There was a person who was trying to get to the shore and just was freezing up. He jumped in the water, and it was like you watch this all real time, and it's like, again, those are those things that happen. You always remember exactly where you were, and that was like the first time I'd ever seen anything tragic before in my life. But even there was another incident. There was a subway crash in one of the tunnels in D.C., and 3 people got killed there. So it was just like a bad day all the way around there. But anyway, moving right along.
No, listen,
we kind of go get side rails a lot, here.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with talking about that.
Mark, can you let me out? I got to go relieve myself. All right, just smart. See, I got so many smart asses.
Harry Morgan said, I wanted to re-enlist so bad. Wife wasn't having it. Yeah, let's not forget the Arizona Cardinal, Pat Tillman, after 9/11. He ended up enlisting, leaving his $1 million job to go
multi-million
and fight for the country. There's we have a friend of the family. He is actually pretty well known. He ended up being a Navy SEAL, doing the same deal. He wanted to go just because of 9/11, and he ended up being a badass. But yeah, shout out to those people. We're the one country where we got the strongest military in the world, and all voluntary.
Green Bay, Alfonso says Green Bay is going to get embarrassed when Dallas beats them bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far.
I'm scared. I'll be honest. Aaron Rodgers still scares me. It's just
especially
something about
now.
Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Wounded Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know what it is about Aaron Rodgers. Daniel believes Odell is coming. You feel it, brother. The thing that still is crazy to me is how the Cowboys have been. Please, brother, please come here. We want you. Come on, man.
I want to see them not get him now, or not. And listen, if they don't get him because he takes an enormous price somewhere else, that's one thing. But I want to see how Catboy is going to look at the boys in the locker room if they don't get him, and it's nothing. Ridiculous. Good luck,
Ken Davis. I was on the East Coast when the earthquake happened in '89 in California.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I tell you what, I remember the earthquake that happened here on the East Coast. That was around Richmond, because it hit up here. Okay, see, I never had an earthquake before. It was crazy because I was sitting in the living room and my daughter Aisha was upstairs.
I felt the one a few years ago.
I really felt it because it sounded like a freight train, and it was like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then the windows started to rattle, and I was like, Aisha, what are you doing upstairs? And she's like, nothing. Oh damn! On the first play, okay.
Yeah.
We went outside, and I'm looking at my house that's shaking like crazy, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I'm looking at my neighbors, their house is shaking, and I'm like, is this an earthquake? We don't get earthquakes. What the hell's going on here? And it scared the crap out of me.
I know. We got one a few years ago. And I remember feeling it. I guess it was the one in New York. Mm-hmm. Man, it was kind of freaky. You know, I'm not used to that. The biggest fault line in the United States is, I think, in New York. Believe it or not.
Yeah, but it's just they don't move like Cali.
Cali.
Incomplete pass, so no turnover. Rhonda, the bionic arm is gone.
What happened? Rhonda, we had a challenger part in the property. Yeah, it's a sad day.
Man. Texas A&M came and got it. We didn't touch it or nothing.
James Snyder, did you get him?
Far from it. Yeah, I got James. Shout out to James. Yeah. Old-fashioned ass whipping Dallas. I would love for that to happen, but here's what I really hope for: we get a win and we get out healthy. We got Minnesota the next week, and that's more than anything else.
But it would be good to go in there and kick some butt. Offense,
this will be
defense,
how you find out how much the team really loves Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot here. I'm still working on my prediction, but I'm thinking double digits. So I think we're going to be fine. I think it'll be sketchy.
Hey, Glimmerman, how bad was it for you, the hurricane there? He's like, quit crying. I just had another hurricane. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he must be down in Florida.
Yeah.
Phil.
Shout out to Mary
it's not really, it ain't going to hit him hard, but it'll be enough to keep his kids out of school.
Marylon says she ain't scared of no air freaking Rocky. She expects 3 stacks.
Marylon, like you say that, but just looking back at that freak throw he made in Dallas along the sideline to the tight end, that should have never happened. That was an unbelievable play. If he don't make that play, we win that playoff game. He's hurt us, so it's hard to be that chesty when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, because he's ruined our year multiple times. And so I'm not going to feel bad if we beat him by 20. I'm not. I'm really not. What goes around comes around, and Mike McCarthy wants to do exactly that. And like Mark says, we'll see how bad the team wants it. I think they're in a good spot. OKC bombing, yeah. That was crazy too. Randy, shout out to Randy Stites. He was saying that he still has the.
Is Randy in the chat?
No.
He was in the other night. Okay. I got to do a sign for his wife. Oh, I forgot. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, have you talked to him?
Stephanie sent me a text.
Is he okay now?
Yeah, I saw him on the chat there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I reached out to him,
She basically, it looks like a stop sign, a hexagon. And the sign says, protected by fuck around and find out surveillance.
I like that. PRD, I hope we can stop the run on Aaron Jones. The good thing is Aaron Jones was I'm not happy for hurt, but he was in a walking boot. He ain't going to be 100%. So that's a huge.
The whole team is beat down.
But Aaron Jones is that dual threat that it's hard to stop. If he don't play, that's a huge victory. That helps us big time.
Mariota with the big
Mariota.
first.
Yeah, well, they're going to make this a game. There's a flag. It's probably all coming back. It's really raining there. Jesus. I'm curious to see how Micah is. Because he was banged up.
Mm-hmm.
How healthy is he going to be? Yeah, I'm with you, Glimmer man. I want to smoke him. I want to see if David Irving wants to come out of retirement for one game.
So, injury update on the Packers. 15 Packers still have injury designations.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Kristen Watson is no longer on the injury report. He was only listed yesterday because of the rule that says player that. Okay. So.
Yeah, we shall see. Dallas is going to humiliate Green. Yeah, I got a lot of. I like them, but I think it'll be close for a little bit. But
yeah,
you never know. There you go. Come on, baby.
Noah Brown limited. Anthony Barr did not practice, but he was working on the bands. Zeke Elliott was limited.
You might not see Anthony Barr.
Wait a minute, did not participate. He was not.
I went Anthony Barr. I think they're trying to get Anthony Barr healthy to go back to Minnesota the following week. So if Anthony Barr plays, he's going to see limited snaps. That's good. Get Damone Clark on the field. Maryland, we got this. DC for life. Have faith. Alan Williams, what's up? Primetime Phil in the house? Is he here? Or are you talking about me?
Ooh.
I'll see. I'm game time. He does the same thing you said. Less prime time is in here. Mark Hutton's in here. Good evening, Mark, and the mailman. What's up, Mark?
What's up, man? How you doing? Willie, what's up? Mary Lon, shout out. We got this Dallas Cowboy for life faith.
Yeah, Michael Dana says Aaron Jones will play. That's fine then. If he's going to be limited, then that's huge. I mean, Odell wants to live in a warm state. Come to Texas, brother. Play for the Star and vote, LOL.
Yeah, that would be a hold.
Listen, it wouldn't be the Dallas Cowboys if they, even on their bye week, didn't have something to talk about.
Are we who knows if we're getting? I honestly don't know. I'm
telling you that we're gonna get them. How's that? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think we're getting them.
I think there has to be something positive there for Jerry Jones and all to be talking the way they're talking.
I was shocked that they were in on Brandon Cooks, a guy. No offense to the Brandon Cooks fans, but I wasn't thrilled. I mean, it was going to help, but to give up a second round pick and all that money, then to come to find out it was a 2 and a 4 and all that money, but no.
Yeah,
no,
that was way too much.
If you want me to do that, I would have just rather given up a 1, but it's going to be a late one for one of the other studs, and then throwing a conditional pick, before the season. Yeah, that's crazy. Mark, do you think Dak can play as good as last week? Listen, Glimmerman.
I think he'll play better.
Yeah, and I know that was a question from Mark, so he can answer that. But my opinion is Green Bay is beat up. Their defense just lost their best pass rusher. They have a couple other guys, but Alan Williams
again. Bam.
My bad. What's up? Game time. Thanks, man. No, it happens all the time. Just do what Mark does. Call me the mailman.
There you go. I think we can
get cocky. We need to beat his ass. That's right, Docky.
If we can't beat Aaron Rodgers after what the Lions just did to him off of a bye week, then we got problems.
But I know that. But you said it. Mm-hmm. When a wounded dog is, the most dangerous, they're going to come out and they're going to, let's just see it, get ready, because they're going to come out, guns a-blazing. The best thing we could do is get up 10 points and take their will from them, before they get ahead of steam. You don't want that.
Okay.
Carrie Morgan, shout out.
Here we have
Jet.
I mean, Odell is literally going to be a Hall of Fame wide receiver. So to have him in the room, that just makes our room, for one, more competitive. And two, I mean, I get to sit there and learn from him, you know. Like when we had Amari Cooper in the same room as me, it's just, you know, you sit there and learn from him. So, I mean, it'd definitely be just a plus for us. So, you know, I'm definitely not opposed to it. Come over here and help us out.
Morgan and Mark Hutton.
All right, so you're all for. Go get him.
Okay.
Facts.
All right, facts.
All right, so add him to the bandwagon. Mark Hutton and Kerry Morgan. So they are putting a full-time press.
Mark's calling that. Mark's calling handshakes at halftime here. The Cowboys will play so good that the starters will sit out the second half. That's what we call handshakes at halftime.
No. I've seen us up against
Mark, I hope you're right. Mark Hutchins.
I remember us being up 26-3 against Matt Flynn run Green Bay Packers. Oh, hell no. And losing the game. That's Aaron frickin' Rodgers over there. Oh, hell no. No. I hope we're up like that you can think about that. Then I hope they keep pushing the gas pedal on it. Steamroll them mother humpers. Take out all the aggression in all those games that I sat through and died with Aaron frickin' Rodgers. I would like to be a fly on the wall in Stephen A. Smith's house so we get to the Super Bowl and win. He'll probably be calling Jerry and Stephen because, you know, he loved them. Tank also said that on the fan, too. Bones won. We're going to stomp them. All right.
Stomp a mud hole in Green Bay and walk it dry.
Bones won. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a mud hole because it's going to be about 32 at kickoff. It's going to be kind of frozen.
That's good, though. That's a little chilly, though.
It's not like it's
could be worse.
Late December.
I'm about to watch Bobby Boucher. This game sucks.
Yeah.
My mama said Micah gonna make another
players
A-Rod
are pissed still. I'm already gone. Just words on Odell Beckham.
Darlene Musher, Cowboy Nation. What up?
Micah gonna make him another A-Rod meme. Laugh out loud. Aaron Rodgers, who we should be able to cover those Packers receiver. But sorry, I don't mean to yawn. It's been a long week. But we're still only favored by 4 points, 4.5 points. That's kind of
I know. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. It started out at 5.5, though. I'm a little leery that it's down to 4.5.
Maybe because Aaron Jones is going to.
They're wounded, man. What the hell happened? What, they have to punt? Not even pay attention. Oof. Yeah, that would be nice, but I don't think he's going to play by Thanksgiving. Odell, I don't think he'd be ready.
4.5 points.
Mark Hutchins. Super chat. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh no, actually, it's gone up to 5.5, 5 to 5.5, depending on which one.
It started out at 5.5, so I think it started out.
DraftKings has them at 5.
I just like to watch the line what it starts out as, and you know where it's at. That just tells you where the money's at.
Mark Hutton, Aaron Rodgers, who? I agree.
He's the man, but not this year. He's playing like dog meat.
No, but you know what? See, the thing about Aaron Rodgers is you always think that he's dead. He's just it's like a horror movie. You always think that the crazy, killer out there is dead. And here it is, Fatal Attraction. She's in the bathtub. She's underwater. Yeah, honey, we can hug. And all of a sudden, she's got the bathtub. Nah, man, I'm telling you. Aaron Rodgers, man. He's a bad man. I wonder if the brother's going to screw us. Aaron Rodgers will get sacked 5 times. We better listen. If the Lions sacked him 4 times, didn't they Lions sack him like 4 times?
Yeah.
If the Lions did that kind of damage to him, shit. We better do better than that.
Yeah.
79's a big boy. I do love the way
Rhonda
that-
Lovelace.
I'm just noticing how Carolina.
Cowboys will beat the draws off of the cheeseheads.
I love how Carolina did the blue and black and white camouflage for salute to service in their end zone on their lettering. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Around the Panthers facility, they call him the Icky Whisperer. Because the former first-round pick has become Icky Whisperer's mentor and literally whispers in his ear in the meeting room to sharpen his technique.
Mark has nothing. Parsons will sack him 4 times.
Above all, he told me he's healthy if Quanu's taken food.
Mark has nothing. Parsons will sack him 4 times. If we stay in Aaron's face, we will be good.
Yeah, I'm going to go in confident. Nothing more that I want is a healthy
Captain Taki.
victory.
Oh, Captain Taki,
But I
though.
used to always say, well, Dak ain't like Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron don't need a number 1. He can throw receivers open. That statement hasn't aged well. But Captain Taki always has words of wisdom.
He
That
really
is
does.
true.
It's funny. I haven't heard that. I have not heard that anymore in a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way.
There's only one quarterback. It seems like there's one guy you can give him anybody you want, and he'll make him good, and that's Mahomes. Oof, that could be a flag. Unless they,
I don't see a flag.
well, they probably hit the ball. Oof, man.
Great field position. Uh-oh.
It's,
It looks like his arm.
what's the digger? The only way you lose if the refs get you. Need more than help than that.
First guy to
Aiden
give Steele some trouble. I can see
Aiden
Rodgers looking at
Hutchinson-
refs on the ground for yellow flags. Well,
Yeah.
he always gets them for when he plays us.
Aiden Hutchinson for the Detroit, he's good, but he's really only. I mean, he's broken out over the last couple games.
I love that Rhonda.
What's that? Mark Holmes, Aaron haunts all of us like a scary Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Take the soul from his ass. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Until he's dead, he's like Michael Myers or what do you call? What's his name? Jason. He ain't dead. He keeps 9 lives.
I wonder how.
Devontae Adams, Taco Bell. There you go.
Yeah.
He's missing Devontae, isn't he?
Yeah. I wonder what.
Devontae
I wonder
didn't
how
want
the
him.
team would have been with Devontae Adams.
It would have been better.
They would have been better, but how much
Absolutely.
better would they have been?
Probably a couple games.
They
So their
started-
division stinks, so they're still right there. Right? I mean, who's leading their division? You got.
Minnesota
Oh, yeah, that's true.
7-1.
Mark, have you seen The Blind Side based on a true story? I
Yes.
know what it is. I haven't watched it, though.
When they say based on a true story,
Loosely. Really.
there's a lot of leeway when they say based on a true story. It's like, okay, there was a guy who was adopted who got drafted and played in the NFL. And we can fill in the rest of it. It's based on that true story.
Yeah, this is a good comment by Matt Shelby. He goes, if the QB isn't mobile, I have no worries. Which I'm kind of like the same way. The only teams that scare me are teams with mobile quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not worried about Aaron Rodgers, and that's what's so scary, because that's when he easily messes your day up. Carrie Morgan, Super Chat. We have the formula
Carrie Morgan.
to get the NFC Championship. I like where we sit now. 6-2. Just because there's an 8-0 team, 6-2 is damn good. And when you look at what we've been through with our starting quarterback,
Damn,
missing
Mario.
5 games, he was wide open there. Oof, that was horrible.
Yep.
Yeah, I did see the game, Mark, where the referee got run over. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He was in the middle of the field. I don't know what he's doing. That was horrible. I don't know if you saw that last week, Mark. Yeah, the referee got ran over by the hit defender. I think it caused a touchdown, right, Mark?
Yeah, I
Not
think it did.
positive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it did. So Yellowstone comes back this weekend.
Yeah, I was just telling my wife I gotta start watching it. Ooh,
Damn, that
that's
should have been picked. Up, there's a flag.
Yeah,
8
I'm gonna start
o'clock.
watching that. Yeah, from the beginning. I don't know if you ever got into that show. I
Yellowstone.
just
You got to be crazy, man.
Manifest. Like, you ever saw the show Manifest?
I saw a couple of them. It was too much. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it just came back on. I watched the first couple episodes. That's good. Talking about airplanes.
The game. Yeah, that was the Commanders game, wasn't it? Where the ref got-
Panthers.
Yeah, that was the Commanders game where the rep because that was.
Oh yeah.
That was the game that
He's
should have
calling
been
for
the
the
game.
ball.
Yeah,
The Derek J Network. Yeah, you made a good play on the ball. You just pulled a.
Parsons is rested and ready.
I'm hoping. Well, you know he's gonna play. He'll play with one groin.
I am.
Yeah, loyal
Color.
cowboy. Yeah,
Okay.
telling you, Manifest is good. I'm on episode 3, I think.
Come on,
of the
buddy.
latest season.
You doubt that Aaron Rodgers makes it out of Lambeau Field alive? Come on now.
Michael Dana, he's flexing. I like it. Mr. Mom, watch that show.
2nd and 4. They got a chance to get really back in this game here.
Yeah, I think it is going to be in the game. I don't know why they're not giving the ball to Cordero Patterson. He's a beast. Might be leaving on a stretcher. Damn. Dwayne Sweeney.
Y'all want to hurt him.
Yeah, you'll probably hear about that, Mark. That you know somehow are wishing for injury.
If there's any game to worry about, it's this one. You don't think Aaron Rodgers wants to take his frustration out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Aaron Rodgers is kind of like Tom Brady to me, but Tom's never lost to the Cowboys. We've gotten to Aaron before. It's just tough. Ooh, look at this. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I like the streaming games because I'm not that far behind you.
Actually, I think I'm going to be down the country next Thursday night. I'm assuming that Buffalo Wild Wings will have Amazon Prime. Unless that, or I'll have to.
Yeah.
So I watch it on my computer, then I won't have my computer to live stream with.
Yeah. What are you working on one of your houses, or are you doing a red brick house?
Yes.
Both, right?
It's a rental that I got to get flipped over and get it inspected by next Friday. They got the carpet guys coming Tuesday. I got to redo the countertops and some of the cabinets and their stuff. So figure it'll either go Tuesday morning and get the carpet Wednesday, or I'll probably go down Monday morning so that way
Touchdown.
I can watch.
And a flag.
Figuring that if I wait till Tuesday, I'll be watching the Eagles and the Commanders Monday night, and it'll be rough because I'll be up late and then driving down there. So it's like maybe I should go down there and watch the game down there.
Right.
Then that way, don't have to worry about getting up early the next day.
You'll be you wake up and get to work. David Wiley's in the house.
What's up,
What's
David?
up, Mark?
David,
The chef himself.
We're having a hard time figuring out what to do for Green Bay. I'm not trying to do no cheese curds. Will I see you this weekend, David? I know you're a man of the world. You're a busy man.
Michael Dana. I was looking more towards Aaron Rodgers losing to Dallas and then getting buried by Green Bay fans. Yeah, it's all set up nice for us to really go down there and beat their ass. Let's just hope we can get it done like that. There's nothing more that I would want to see. The hell happened? Blocked?
Missed it.
He's cut. Let's see. Rodgers and Mike have a secret beef. It will be a close game. 17-13 Cowboys. I'll take it. I think Dallas is going to keep the up tempo and they're going to score points. If you notice, Mark, I've been calling for up tempo. You know, I understand when they're losing. I mean, if it's not going good, but I tell you, man, that sparks their offense when they go, up tempo. There's a time and place to, after you have a lead, to slow down.
Yeah.
And pound you.
Not with Aaron Rodgers. Not with the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Darlene Motion.
Never got any trouble with
I think
Debbie
we're going to be able to run
Gazelles.
the ball, though. I really do. I'm excited that it's going to be on TV, too. We'll have to go anywhere.
Am I streaming? No, Tom Grossi, he's too... I'm a flea to him.
JPZ.
JTZ.
I don't know how you do it. I'm in Seattle. It's 7:10 and I'm tired as fuck. Down, Aaron.
I only drove
Rodgers.
150 miles to get back home this evening, about an hour before the show. I have to work Sunday. I will be the next Sunday. Invite Aaron Rodgers to my channel. Yeah, I'm sure Aaron Rodgers would be happy to come on Jobu.
Hey, you're on your own, Mark. No David this week.
I'm sure he would love to come on here.
Is he down with up? Is he home, Michael? Is he with Dan?
Do I expect a decent amount of Cowboy fans in Green Bay? That's a good question.
Not that.
It's possible.
Xavier Woods is having a shitty game, Mindy Thomas. He dropped an easy interception. Now they're roughing. I thought I was on an island. I never liked Xavier Woods. I liked the draft pick. He had some flashes, but he never amounted. He never really he got better than a flash here and a flash there. Now he's just bad. Minnesota signed him, didn't keep him.
Drake is good.
London Drake. Yeah. I think that was one of the receivers Dallas had their eye on. They had Olave and Drake, but I think Drake went real high.
So
Wasn't even close.
No. So what the hell happened with Kyle Pitts? He's not having a very good season, is he?
No. That's what happens when the hype train, But then again, not many people are having a good season with Atlanta. He's very young.
285 yards is it. 2 TDs. Damn. All right, we're going to do this for the sake of argument.
You giving anything away tonight or what? You didn't give nothing away.
I have not. I'll give something away here at the end of the third quarter. Let's see. And every time you get used to doing something, they change this shit up. I hate that. Let's see.
Young Hoku.
So, Dalton Schultz has been injured this season. Comparison, Kyle Pitts in 8 games, 23 receptions, 285 yards, 2 TDs, 12.4 yards per reception. Injured Dalton Schultz. 6 games, 20 receptions, 203 yards.
Oof.
Oh, man. Oh, look at this. See, this is what I'm talking about. Poor freaking tackling.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So basically, now the only difference between Dalton Schultz and Kyle Pitts, who's had 2 more games, is Kyle Pitts got 2 TDs. Dalton doesn't have any. That's amazing. That's a weapon that they should be using with Atlanta, you would think.
Yeah. That was the top
Mr.
10
Mom, I'll be
pick.
home in USA 3 months to go. Go Cowboys. Mr. Mom, I'm assuming that you are in the military. Shout out to you, because tomorrow's your day.
Yeah, thank you for your service, man. Let's see about these attendants.
Kyle Pitts is a top blocking tight end.
I'm sorry about these tenants ruining your apartment.
That's okay.
It's part of the business. It's part of the deal. It sucks, man. It sucks. At least Mark has the wherewithal to
be able
fix
to
it
fix
all
it.
himself.
Yeah. Nice blocks.
Adjusting every single week to the speed of the game. Really nice job there of opening that up and a good job of reading it by Blackshear. Kaylee?
Kurt, growing up right here in Charlotte, a Toronto became something of a renaissance man. You're going to love this. At Providence,
Hello, Mrs. Marcus Blackman. He just compares players based on stats. He doesn't watch the damn games. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't get a chance to watch the Atlanta Falcons that often. So, Robert, maybe you got a chance to watch every single game. Help you.
Prime time,
Congratulations.
Phil. About damn time. What up, buddy?
Prime time. He's like, man, I got shit to do. I'm down here in
Nah, I'm
Florida
playing.
fighting hurricanes and shit.
Yeah, I didn't check in with you guys the other night. I took the night off.
Dirt nasty. Yeah, I could. But actually, I want to sleep tonight. Sleep in my own bed.
You look like you're gonna sleep good. You're gonna be out.
I always think that, but I'm actually. I'll go to sleep for about 2 hours, then I'll be awake for like 2 hours. I don't actually sleep through the night. Late day working, long day. He works hard for the money.
Oh, jeez. You're in a singing mood tonight there, Mark. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Carolina looking like they're a football team.
I like their helmets, I will say that. Mark, after we play the Packers, they play Philly. Who are you going for? Yeah, every time. Not every time. 9 times out of 10. The Eagles get them at home. We got to go to Lambeau.
Mm-hmm.
Not funny. But you know what? I almost would rather go to Lambeau. I'm loving our schedule now. I think we can win both of the next 2 games, but let's just win this Sunday. And then we can roll into Minnesota saying, hey, let's just go after them. And in worst case, we split. And then we got 3 home games against 3 very winnable teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Indy, Giants, and Houston.
Here we go. Carolina's in the red zone, 2nd and 2.
Backs are split. Oh, there's only one back. He drops back. He hands off. First down. Move the chains. Darlene Mosher, welcome Utah. Aaron Rodgers, you can come to your channel as long as he gives you a huge
Kyle Pitts is with the
shout.
wrong team. Rhonda with the F. Okay. AR-12 gonna light up. Okay. This might be the game Turpin gets the first kickoff return for TD. Touchdown.
Damn,
Carolina.
He went right through a couple arms.
All right, so you know what this is meaning. Atlanta is not very good. And the thoughts of Atlanta winning the division might not be coming to fruition, which means probably the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the class of the division.
I know.
In which case, they would be the number 4 seed.
What we need is New Orleans to somehow win that division.
Sorry. New Orleans is really in disarray. They bit. That's your point. Jeez.
Damn. Yeah, well, right now, New Orleans has got a top 5. Eagles got a top 5 pick. We got to hope for wins, or else the Eagles are going to get a top 5 pick. You know what I say? I say put in.
Okay, but how many picks, first round picks, have really panned out for the Eagles?
I know, but I mean, I don't want to see them get a top 5. Let's just root for New Orleans to turn it around. Let's do that. Give them a top 15 pick. I'll be happy with that.
Oh, thank you, Darlene. I appreciate that. But it's no big deal. I mean, this isn't as bad as some of the ones I've had. At least it's pretty much mostly cosmetic and just being trifling as a tenant. Cleaning and painting and replacing carpet and floor. I've had worse. Believe me, I have.
It's crazy, though. It's like when I've never leased a car, but I would imagine I wouldn't be a good leaser because, well, I keep my car clean, but I would be like really on top of it, telling people, "What are you doing? Don't leave your trash," because it's not my car. That's how I would think of it. Mm-hmm. So if I was renting, I've never had to rent, but if I was renting a house, I would feel the same way. Why would I want to destroy somebody else's stuff? I'm renting.
People don't care.
I know they don't. I'm just saying how I would be. It's horrible. I see it all the time, but jamming a bunch of stuff in an apartment.
Why can't a player refuse to go to a team that drafts him? What would be the repercussions?
Well, they could. Remember Eli?
Eli did. John Elway did.
Yeah. Usually it's a quarterback.
But now it's interesting because, nobody's done that. I think Joey Bosa kind of held out for a little bit to try to get his contract done differently, but it's like it's all slotted. There's nothing you can do about it. You're fighting against City Hall. But the way they've got the collective bargaining agreements, you basically can't really hold out. You're going to lose a game check just not showing up for the first week of training camp.
Yeah.
If you're not playing the preseason games. When are you selling those shirts that Tracy is making? James, here's the thing. She doesn't actually have ones that are set that she's, doing. Pretty much right now she's kind of doing, she's doing some different designs and stuff for me. But if you have something that you want done, or if you've seen one of the ones like I've had and you want one, just send an email and say, "Hey, Trey," to the Thrive site. Say, "Tracy, I'd like to get a such and such shirt," and she can go ahead and get you whatever you want. So, yeah, because Darlene, I think it's Darlene, Debbie Dupree. What's up, Debbie? She wanted to get the shirt that Angelica Barone won. We Them Boys. Remember that?
Yeah,
with
you look good in it too.
Oh yeah, those shirts are adorable. My wife is very crafty and she's great at designing stuff. So,
just looking at our schedule real quick, you know how it was actually the Philadelphia Eagles who were bitching every year about we would get a home, like another mini bye week after Thanksgiving. Not that we play on Sunday and have to turn around and play.
I mean, we got to play the Vikings and turn around and play on Thursday.
Right.
Giants.
But after that, we don't, like the last few years, they've been getting us with playing the following Thursday. Not getting that 10 days.
Well, you technically get it just then a week later. You're playing Thursday night and then you're playing Sunday, so you're still getting it. Yeah.
Because we play the Giants on November 24th, and then we're home against the Colts December 4th, 10 days later. So that's a nice little, you just got to get through, Minnesota and the Giants.
Right.
So, yeah, that's still saying
injured. What do you think? What do you mean? We love Tracy. Her design eye is beautiful. I would come down and help you fix your apartments, Brad. Help paint or something, but I'm not a good painter. No, I got most of the painting stuff done, so that's actually, I'll go back, when I go back Monday, I'll finish touching up. Carpet guys will come in and put the carpet down. I just don't feel like, I'm not good with the seams, and there's a lot of seams with the 3 bedrooms. But, I got it covered. We'll get it fixed, but I appreciate it. Boom. All right, third quarter's almost over here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull a name out tonight. We will have one of our plaques. I'm not sure what's over there, but I will get you one. Boom, 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 boom. We have a great GM. Filthy. Filthy, nobody asked you. We don't care what you got. And I tell you what, if you guys end up, tanking and going downhill at the end of the season here, you'll be killing him. If I can open this up. I'm forever pulling Eddie. Eddie, I'll see you next month, buddy. I'm not Eddie B. I'm not.
Is that the guy that was over?
Eddie B is my cousin from Minnesota. So he's like, you've got to beat the Vikings so that way you can talk smack. Any news on... No, it's actually Odell. Cole's Cowboy is the winner. Cole.
Look at Coles.
Email me, Coles. CowboysMark94 Gmail. We'll get you... I'll make you a Dak one. I'll cut it tomorrow. In Soul and Spirit, Rhonda.
All right, so what do we
help
think?
Me get 2 million followers. Damn. Alexa is spying on your ass. Hey, Filthy, are you done with my laundry? Somebody please tell me how Gallup is balling. I didn't say he was balling. Did you say he was balling?
No, I did not.
I'm saying he played better this past week than he did the other 2. I hope he's going to be balling.
So what do you think is going to happen to Tolbert? If we do get OBJ, you think he's going to be put on IR or something? Phantom injury? Or
I'm kind of wondering what happened with Jalen Tolbert. We had so much fanfare and everything else. And
seems like he was doing things in practice or not doing the little details. The coaches aren't happy with him, but I think he's a young kid too, so hopefully we got something there, but it's not off to a good start. All right, 19-9, starting the fourth quarter. Ooh, they're coming after him. Oof, that could be ugly. Turn around.
Boy.
Kyle Pitts.
Jeez. Well,
he's just running downfield. Help your boy out.
Marcus, you trust them with your laundry? Weatherly, you've been negative.
Wealthy,
we do have 3 games in 14 days, which is one of the reasons why they're probably not going to activate like James Washington and Tyron Smith. There's just not enough practice days.
What did Wealthy Mind ask you before? He is... Gallup is still injured. What do you mean? I don't think he's still injured. I
think he's still getting back into shape.
Yeah.
James,
I thought the first game he looked decent.
Cole's Cowboy was the winner.
Don't worry, James. Your super chats are still on the hopper. So
All right, let's see if we can get this shit fest over. Carolina is a little better than we thought they were.
it's about over, Mark. The way they're running on it.
Well, if
Holding.
if this is holding, then it'll come. If it's not, the game is over. That run right there would make it over.
It's coming back. Defense. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Must have been one of his interior linemen. Yeah. They very rarely call this. I didn't. Sure, it happened, but sick of the whole. Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, Carolina's
pretty hard.
taking control of this game. Skinner 67, I agree. If we get Odell Beckham, it's going to take him time to get back into form.
Yes.
I agree.
Yep. 100%. But I think we have to be proactive with OBJ. You know, instead of waiting like we did with Amari when we were shorthanded and we had to be forced into a move. Let's be proactive, and even if it doesn't do much this year, hopefully in the playoffs.
Damn, he ain't going down.
It'll set us up good going forward.
Never seen that Christian movie they called Debbie Does Dallas? Oh, wow. Okay. Bart Scott was hating hard. Bart Scott is always hating on the Cowboys. It's kind of like Speak for Yourself with Shady McCoy. It's like, you know what Shady's always going to have to say about the Cowboys.
Listen, Shady McCoy's a dirtbag. Okay. Just ask the police in Philadelphia about Shady McCoy. He's a punk ass. Okay. He caused a lot of issues. Okay. You know, he didn't leave here on good terms. Then he went to Buffalo, and then he had the Chiefs, and he made amends. But he was always out on the town. So he's the one that got in the fight with the cop. You know, the off-duty cop, and really hurt him bad. So I have no respect for Shady McCoy.
Carolina is just, see, this is the way you close out a game. Pounding the rock and just running right over. The clock is running. You know, you get yourself down the field, keep the ball out of the other team's hands.
Richie Mack. Hey, Greg Hardy is a dirtbag too. Okay. He was. He played in Dallas, what, a year?
One season. Well, he was suspended.
He was
for
there
6
for
games.
2, but he was suspended a lot.
He was there for 1 season. He was suspended the first 6 games of the season. And he ended up with 6
linked to Greg Hardy for life?
Yeah.
That was a mistake, trust me.
I think that was what poisoned the well for free agents with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
They only had 2 big ones, Brandon Carr.
I guess he was a Shady McCoy fan. Hey, listen. Ask the Philadelphia police about Shady
James
McCoy.
Sanders says, we will see. I predict he will sign next week. First down. Clock keeps running.
Rhonda Lovely. That filthy. I ordered you a breathing machine, and when you whip your ass in December, you're going to need it. Oh, yeah. There are all things being equal, let's say both teams are where they are right now going into that game. Looking forward to that game. Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Good luck. They're coming into Big D.
I can't believe we got
and winning
Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving with division rivals.
I like it though, because I'm old. My kids are older, so it's like I'll be able to kick back. And Christmas Day is on a Sunday, so I get Monday too. So I'm off Sunday and Monday.
For this franchise, first offensive player in the whole trial. What a bright future he has, but a couple miscues tonight.
Good old government holidays.
1st and 15. Boom.
They're just draining the clock.
Ain't nothing to laugh about.
What about the Ratliff deal?
Oh, Jay Ratliff.
I like
the
Jay
Ratliff.
He was nasty, wasn't he?
He was about the last good one technique guy we had.
Oh, what was Leroy
Dallas
Glover?
Cowboys 55. He was tackle and defensive end.
Yeah, I like Leroy Glover. He was good for us too. We were talking about some of these names a couple weeks ago. It was, what was the Anthony Spencer? These guys who, get themselves a good deal, at least some guaranteed money, and then don't amount to much after that. Remember, he had the fracture in his knee. So
10 minutes to go here. Under 10. Clock is still running.
Running the ball in a little short passing game. I just Googled clown and a pic of Bart Scott appeared. Hey, Bart Scott, man. Everybody likes to hate the Cowboys and mock them. That's why I said the best thing we can do is win a Super Bowl. And then what are they going to say? You can't use it's been 27 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need. That'll just give us all even only for a couple of years, that'll give us a little bit of breathing room. It's like, shut up. But until it happens, we can't say too much.
Anthony's always second late. Spencer, damn. Willie Voucher, we're going to take over Jerry's world. Okay.
For a bong.
Catch a break. No, he couldn't catch the ball.
Bart Scott.
Cowboy hater number one.
That Greg Hardy brought a lot of baggage to Dallas. Yeah, that was a desperate move. And just think, like Mark said, I think that did muddy the waters for a lot of free
Even
agent
for that
signings.
shortened season, I think they ended up spending
What
$8
it
million
also
for
did
him.
was I think it made us focus more on the draft, and we've been killing it in the draft.
Filthy. Rhonda sure does love me. What would your husband say? Okay.
Hate to be the
Barrel
barrel
of
of bad news. But
She
there is
ain't
no
leaving him
sports
for
team
you.
to take over Jerry's world besides the Cowboys.
Dirt nasty. Butter or baby oil? Okay.
Alrighty then.
All right.
Stop picking on my Eagles fans.
Okay.
Where's the nigga?
All right. So, what are you Eagles going to do against the Commanders?
Hey, listen, the Commanders' defense has been playing pretty good.
I tell you what, I think Kurt put the flak jacket on. He was getting pounded.
Yeah. And then he took his shirt off on the plane and started flexing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You like that? You like that?
No, I don't. I don't like it. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Ooh, Jim Law's getting mad. Uh-oh. You Eagle fans, don't cross the line now. Don't get bitch slapped now. Dallas Cowboys, Americans. What? Truth be told, Bart Scott always wanted to play for the Cowboys, but they weren't interested. Well, that would explain a lot. Because he definitely has a jilted lover feel to it.
Yeah, I remember the one time when he was a free agent, but he ended up going to what? Baltimore, I think.
Is that where he ended up? Okay.
He was at the Jets, so I don't know if he ended up making it to Baltimore.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he looked like a Baltimore type of guy.
It's time for the which video, Carl? Let's see. What video are we talking
I think he
about?
wants the Commanders.
Oh, I can't do that. Oh, that's well. Actually, I do need to do that because we want to curse the Eagles.
Beautiful city. I think Atlanta has a quick score. Down 13, 9:22 to go. I don't. But we'll see. Fielded at the goal line by Patterson. Unless Patterson runs for and after the 27.
Could we actually see the Commanders win? Is that possible?
Coached the Cardinals 1 year.
That would be so hilarious. That would be, oh my God.
This is what I want for Christmas. I want it for Christmas. Eagles just to lose one game. Well, I want to be one back going into that game. Just think about that. I want to be one game back. So if we have to run the table and they have to lose one, or they lose a couple, we lose one, I want to be one back. Because then it's going to be like, oh, this juggernaut's undefeated too. You lose on Thanksgiving and we're in first place. That's what I want.
Ooh, that would be cool.
You know what I mean? Just be one back and then beat them and then go, now what? Now what are you going to say?
What
Now
you gonna do, brother?
What are you going to do, brother? When Hulkamania runs wild.
I'm doing good. How are you doing tonight? Brother, I'm tired.
Dude, man, you have to, look at this.
Look at
This reminds me of the Bears, though. It's like, we can't win, but we're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball.
But I tell you, it's rain. I guess this is the hurricane or remnants or parts of it, the tropical storm. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, speaking of the Bears, we got
it's
some
gonna
flack around here. Oh, you just beat you let the Bears score 29 points. Did you guys see what the Bears did last week?
with Miami, they
Yeah.
scored 32 points.
And the Eagles have to play the Bears. So, you know, keep that up. Keep it flex. You got to play that team who plays smash mouth football. They may not win, but they're going to beat you up. Glad we didn't play the Packers last week. Oof, should have been picked.
Oh, we're going to get rain tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, It's going to rain. That's why I got some stuff done outside I need to get done.
That storm's already at the border of Alabama. All right, James, I'll see you there.
Fireside chat, Mark. Yeah, I think we're getting ready to shut her down soon.
Yeah, well, it's
Mark can go do his video and call it a night, because when we're done here, he's got another
Mariota almost
45 minutes.
Only 7 minutes, 50 seconds left. You off tomorrow?
Yes, I'm off till Monday.
Nice.
Oh,
oh no!
His knee was
what
down.
the hell?
His knee was down.
The official still, they ain't blowing the whistle.
Oh, he's.
Hold on.
I think his knee was down.
Hold on. Filthy. Christmas Eve in Arlington.
Here we go. Ass down.
His butt.
Down.
Jeez.
One butt cheek equals a knee. Is that what it is?
Granchi, 1971. At Philly, Christmas Eve in Arlington, gonna be reckoning. Go Cowboys.
I just want it to mean, that'd be nice if it was for the division.
Oh man, that would be.
That's all I'm asking. I don't. Let's just, wake up at Christmas morning, get that hot cup of coffee. Being in first place, that would be beautiful.
That's all I want for Christmas.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Okay, 4th and 12. They're going for it. Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that one.
Ooh, here they come.
Yep, there. Blame me on that one. I've been yawning all night. All right. 7 minutes and 36 seconds left. Mario's not very smart with the ball. Pollard wears a fan around his neck. Mariota, laugh out loud. What the F?
Wealthy mind.
If they don't make this, it's over. Not that it's not already over. Filthy's got carpet burns on his knees. Oh, Rhonda, that's not nice. Fourth and 10. Here we go. Marcus Mariota, Mr. Southern himself.
And he's
he
buried.
Gets sacked.
Game over.
Wow. So now they get the ball on the 37-yard line. Yeah, it's over now. It's over.
Turn out the lights. Party's over.
Wow, Mariota is not good.
Well, listen.
He was he number one pick or second pick?
That offensive line didn't give him much there. It's Brian Burns. That's the Eagles wanted to give up 2 number 1s for him. Or that's what they were asking.
Clifford Moss Jr. Shout out to you, buddy.
Welcome to the Jobu Mojo crew.
A new
Get your shot glasses in the mail soon, Cliff.
Cliff, go to the community tab. There is a post for members only that will take you to the Thrive site, so we can get you your shot glass. Hit on that. My wonderful bride Tracy will get the email and take good care of you, and make sure that I get it put out there, because when it's not put out there, she put a foot in my ass. So basically, we lost Trash. Shaking my head. Lost what Trash? Mariota was a Heisman Trophy winner. Heisman Trophy winners aren't necessarily great quarterbacks.
Who was the dude out of Nebraska? The quarterback. He won the Heisman too. Look at dude out of Florida, Tim Tebow, best high school, the best college football player. They said he couldn't hack it.
These teams have not faced adversity like we have. Let's see how everything pans out.
I agree with that. I keep saying it. People are probably tired of hearing of it, but would the Eagles go 5-1 without Jalen Hurts?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either. But we won't know. Unless
they do have Gardner Minshew. Maybe Gardner Minshew is Cooper Rush. I still can't believe Cooper. I'm sorry. It's Stuart Morrison. Cooper Rush going 5-1. It's not that's not even fathomable. Okay, come on.
Yep. That was crazy. That was our defense keeping us in every game. Now we got that defense with Dak the way he played the last 2 games. It's only going to get better. Add OBJ. Healthy Zeke. I would still be careful with Zeke for the next couple games. I would keep the Pollard getting slightly more if possible, and then have Zeke, kind of close out everything. That's what I would want.
I didn't know there was a NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Yes.
All right, so see Carolina doing the right thing. Just run the football and take off 40 seconds at a whack.
40 seconds at a whack. Game.
He's got like 100 yards plus, I believe.
There were some nice holes.
2nd and 8. Down to 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oof. Nice play.
Even though he got stopped, he can take off 40 seconds. And
Thomas Garrett. It's in Charlotte. Yeah, Brandon Cooks is still upset.
I think he returned to practice today, I thought, right? He's not happy.
I did hear rumor of what happened. it wasn't as much as Dallas, but Houston did it to a couple of the teams that were vying for his services, and they
Stay in bounds, dude. Stay in bounds.
tried to make the team pick up all the money. They were unwilling to eat enough of the money.
Yeah, they're going to have to
And it
eat all
wasn't
of it
just
now.
Dallas.
Without the Cowboys in the NFL, most teams wouldn't even be able to make payroll. You got that right. What would ESPN and Fox Sports do without the Cowboys? What would they talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I think they get more views when they hammer the Cowboys. So I think it's better for business. But yeah, you can only talk about.
Oh, dude,
that's
ran
a
into
flag.
the kicker. That's a flag. That's got to be a flag. Did he not throw the flag?
No, but
It looked like he was reaching for it. I guess he didn't. Well, damn.
I think the punter's happy. It helps his average. He's like, I might. Tell you one thing, Carolina played a good game. Smart, executed against a team who had been playing good. So, Pollard is on their homepage on the site. We are everyone's Super Bowl. Jim Laws, you're exactly correct there. Everybody loves beating Dallas.
Yep.
That's what I was telling Mark about Thanksgiving. We're due to win a Thanksgiving game. There's nothing worse than losing on Thanksgiving. I guess it would be this year losing on Christmas Eve. That would be bad. But the good thing is, looks like we're in regardless the way we're playing. But we have to beat the Eagles. Have to. Just to shut them up. If we lose that game, there's nothing we can say. I got nothing to say after that if we lose. But I ain't thinking that way. I think we're going to win. 8-0 hurts. So what's that mean? He's 8-0. Great.
Yeah.
You don't get a trophy being 8-0.
You're right about that.
Dallas always gets everyone's best. Yep. Dirty.
Got that
Dirt
right, too.
nasty.
Joseph Heatherly. Shout out to Joseph. How are you doing tonight, Joseph?
You don't have to just beat us. You got to beat us and Stuart Morrison. So good luck with that.
I miss
Stewart's on a mission this year. Yeah. Sucks.
Yep. Well, let me say to everybody, I appreciate everybody being here. So you know what we need for Monday night.
Yeah.
My home team, my loyalty. I'm at Uptown Royalty. We fight for all DC. Who are we? I speak facts. I'm not making riddles. The Hawks open big old holes for John Riggle. Chantella's on the team. And you knew that he was smashing.
Okay, there we go. That's enough of that for tonight. Oh, boy. Let's see if Mariota gives up a safety tonight. Wow, Mariota is bad. I know the what.
He's, as you say, ass.
How did they get 4 wins already?
He's ass.
Reporting that. No, everybody gets mad about that. But, you know, they listen, they might need a little extra mojo for Monday. We need somebody to beat the Eagles before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and we can't lose.
Dirt Nasty is he's unsubscribing for that. Come on, man. Alan, it's been a hard week so far. Yeah, everybody keep Joseph Heatherly in your thoughts. He's definitely had a rough week. His mom's not doing real well.
Sucks, man.
The little things that add up to victories, and when they get behind,
Actually, for Dan Snyder, put your left hand up. Put your right hand up. Oh, boy. Whew. So Mariota trying to run. Okay. You actually think the Commanders will upset the Eagles? I kind of have that feeling. I do.
I feel better about that. This is the one game I feel like they actually got a shot. I really do.
I'm telling you, the way that they were it's because of the defense. The way that defense pounded against Kirk Cousins, I'm kind of like, did some damage on there. Marcus Blackman, I could see it happening. I'm not going to guarantee. I'm not going to bet my house on it or anything like that. But they got a chance. Right, if they play like they did against the Texans. Hubby said, "Who are we?" Commanders. Oh, boy. All right, we got 4 minutes and 27 seconds left.
Oh, he just got. Oh, how did he get rid of that?
I don't know how he did. Wow. And they still lost yardage. Let the Eagles try and stop our run game. They can suck on that. You don't want to dethrone us. The Eagles look shaky against the Texans, especially their run defense.
Oh, nice. That was actually nice. Yeah, we're going to end up getting a garbage time. This is all garbage time. Mark, I think it's time for you to call it a night, brother.
We're going to finish. I made it this far. Shit.
Look sleepy, man.
Oh, I was sleeping with my eyes open. You didn't know?
Yeah, toothpicks hold up.
Well, Jordan Davis be back. Jordan Davis will be back by the time we play him.
Jordan Davis.
He's on
good.
IR.
I hope he is
I think
there.
this is week number 2 that he's been on IR.
I hope he is.
Well, he's
there.
eligible. Let me say this. He's eligible to come back after 4 weeks. So it's high ankle sprain, which is usually like 4 to 6 weeks.
Oof, good catch. Good job,
Kyle Pitts gets a catch. He was high and behind.
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph, no. She asked God to take her soon. Wide open. Touchdown. Actually, there's still quite a bit of time left. That was prevent defense. They're only one touchdown down with 2:56.
But they have any timeouts? Yeah, they have all three of their timeouts, too.
They'd have to stop Panthers now. Panthers can get a couple first downs. It's over.
Seemed to really accelerate the drive and give them back-to-back plays where they were able to attack that secondary. That last play, they put Keith Taylor into a jam where they had 2 vertical receivers. He picked the inside receiver and it left a wide open man down the sideline. He's converting that 3rd down from inside the 10, and that.
Oh, you missed it.
Wow. There's been the weather is bad though.
But look, now it's 7. Now he has to make an extra point to tie. Now they go for 2.
Drop safety here, linebackers kind of sinking here. You're going to go back here onto this safety. But watch
The Commanders.
He's going to bite on this inside vertical route.
Marcus Mariota's trending. Marcus Mariota might be the worst passer in NFL history. Oh, they're showing that clip of him falling, rolling, and throwing the ball. Marcus Mariota.
It's really windy there, though.
Oh,
And
Lord.
look at that. It sucked it. Oof.
Only Tyler Bass of Buffalo has hit more in a row, and now he's got a new streak going.
Young
right.
Boo. Sorry. Kickers are so lame. It's supposedly real windy there. Philadelphia, there he is.
You know, I
Fun
love
fact,
me
I
some
placed
12
a bet
personnel.
on Falcons,
I
and I
definitely
picked-
love some 12 personnel. Kickers are just so lame. Dirt nasty.
Ain't over yet.
Yep, they got to stop Carolina.
Commanders. I think Commanders just had a division. Commanders are going to beat the Eagles. I think Commanders. I just had a vision. I think she meant a vision. Just having a vision. 31-28 over the Eagles.
All right.
I don't think
let's see.
Philadelphia would like that too much.
Oh, my goodness. I would love it. I mean, I don't want to root for Washington, but, you know, I'm not rooting for Washington. I'm rooting against the Eagles. How about that?
Hey, I'm just a Cowboy fan. You got to.
Marcus Mariota will be selling life insurance in a year.
Yeah, well, the way he gets banged up, he might be the new Mayhem. The Mayhem
Yeah.
commercial. The dude getting his ass beat.
Rhonda, I know where she is headed is so much better. We'll have to do to die to get into heaven, hun. She'll be up there with Stewart.
I had to use Mariota this week as Burrow on a bye. Yeah, I had to use Derek Carr. Now Waller got hurt again. Ridiculous.
Feels like Carolina should be up by more. It does. Weird. Yeah. Especially with that running attack.
Yeah, they're right
Second
about
down.
that. It should be that Carolina should be up by more. All right, so Atlanta's used one of their timeouts.
Ooh, there you go.
Okay. Third down
Yeah.
and 7.
I think
they're
I think he passed the ball here. Way too much time left.
Well, you're now relying on Mariota to make a game-winning drive.
Right.
And I washed my hair and didn't put anything in it, so it's like
And look at you. You
Oh,
got the frizz.
it's frizzy. Yeah,
Got the
it's
soul glow.
It's soft though. It's so soft.
Soul glow.
All right, what you do? You're the head coach. What are you taking a chance here with your
Yeah, I'm
young
throwing
guy
the ball.
quarterback?
I'm throwing the ball. I'm rolling out into the wide side, looking for a receiver coming across.
I bet 8 straight times on the Eagles to win, and they've won 8 straight times. Okay, well keep doing it there, buddy.
You're on a roll, man. You're hot.
She said she wanted to say hi to Stu. As a matter of fact,
Oh, did you see that?
That's why I was like, because here's the thing.
I wouldn't have thrown it like that. I said roll
but see,
out.
here's the thing. They only burned up 3 seconds. They've been better off having run the football and making them at least use a timeout and then punting it. Had they caught that,
Now they come back, get a touchdown. Did it go for 2 to win the game? Dude, he should have caught that. Come on, man. You got to catch the ball. I was behind
it was behind him.
him. That's why he plays corner. Not receiver.
That was a good punt in the rain. All right, so now it's up to the defense. Can you stop Mariota? You know how good a quarterback Marcus Mariota is. That's 2 picks dropped tonight. Yeah, she's in pain and tired. I've had a lot of warm hands turn cold. We love you, Joseph Heatherly.
Found their mojo on that last drive. They got pinned back close to their own goal line after that great play.
All right, they've got 66 yards they need to go.
Yeah, I didn't like that call. Now they have
Why
65
did
yards
you-
to go.
Okay.
Or 67 yards to
But
go.
did you think you're going to surprise them on that one?
Yeah, I guess.
That's a big man there, Brown.
Yeah, bro. Big boy.
Went right around him with quickness. It's not just about power with 95.
2nd and 11.
Oof, oof. Oh, he's getting it.
All right. 3rd down and a mile. And it's the 2-minute warning. Yep. Hunter Wool, what's up, man? They're not going to go to a commercial here for the 2-minute warning?
They're like, nah, we're going right through it.
Yeah, let's get this shit sandwich out the way. Seriously. They didn't have the 2-minute. Did I miss the 2-minute warning or something?
Nah, it's on.
Okay, there we go. I was like, wait a minute.
Thought he was lining up. They are 12.
Oh, Seattle and Tampa Bay are. Oh, that's Germany. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So that's 9:30. Oh, it's gonna be a long day then. Stuart's mom's doing okay. She was really sick there for a while, but she is out and doing okay. Third down and 18. What are the chances that Marcus Mariota gets this? Come on, Mr. Subway.
Hey, we're looking to get a little over half of it back. That's what you're looking to do. Oh, we need to catch that. He was afraid to go over the middle there. He did little alligator arms. That's why you dump a screen there. You get half of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Yeah. Nah, that was a bad pass.
Mark, there's a video of film, a breakdown of Sam Williams, bro. We're the 2015 Broncos. All right, 4th and 18. This is the game here. And down goes Mariota again. Womp, 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 womp.
Already then.
I guess we can call this a game now. All right. I can go do my fireside chat, and I can go carry my happy ass to bed. Yeah. The way he was spinning, I'm surprised he didn't throw the football again. All right, good people. I want you to remember something.
I'm no punk bitch. I ain't no punk bitch neither. I'm no punk bitch.
I'm no punk bitch. Okay. All right. I appreciate everybody being here and hanging out and all that and watching Thursday night football. It's the only way I can make it through these ugly ass games is hanging with you guys. Remember, keep Joseph Heatherly in your thoughts and prayers as he goes through some rough times and things right now. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And